Yep, it's a hot mic. Hi, everybody. Welcome to ZealZaddy. I'm Scott. My pronouns are he, him. And this is Elixia, our D&D 5e campaign. This episode is titled Shaking the Sails. And you can follow us everywhere at ZealZaddy, or we'll leave it at that. So we have a YouTube, Patreon, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Soon, one of these days, damn it, TikTok. I have ideas. I just don't have time. I'll get to it. We make D&D 5e products, and we are moving to the Cypher system. So we'll be moving all of our products first over to Cypher. And you can get all of the products we make on Drive-Thru RPG. I'll drop a link down into the chat at some point. And we are starting a new talk show, a TTRPG talk show on February 5th. We have a pretty interesting lineup of episodes and guests. And it's just getting bigger and more interesting every week. I've been punching up trying to get guests that are like way beyond what I thought I could get. And oddly, I've gotten a few. And it's kind of weird. I can't say who they are yet. I don't want to jinx anything. But there are some pretty cool guests that are like have names you'll know, which is pretty fascinating. All right, let's get everybody on. Let's start playing. I'm excited for all the fun stuff tonight. All right, let's let everybody introduce themselves, their characters. Why don't we start with Blake? Oh my God, I said the right name. I didn't say your character name. I don't know how I did that.
Magic happens once in a while. Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm Blake. I'm playing Hipley Amberwater. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I play Hipley Amberwater, and you should support your local library because libraries are cool and reading is fun. So do it, please.
And from the earlier conversation, it sounded like you can go to your library and do 3D printing. Is that actually the case?
Depending on your local library, yes. So you should check your local library and see what they offer because they offer things like 3D printing and other activities as well. So we get to check out your local library to find out.
Now I have to. I mean, I love reading books, but you know, they never have the ones that I want. So I mean, not never. Sometimes
libraries can order books too. So if you want to get an order, you can throw some. That's why I get like half the books I get from the library.
All right, Jazz.
What up? My name's Jazz, also known as Cinderscoria on Twitter. I play Jada, our Warforged Sorcerer / fighter. Their pronouns are they, them. Mine are she, her, she, they. Why did I did that again. I don't know what my pronouns are. It's fine. You can call me anything you want. Yeah. That's it for me. I mean, I have other stuff too, but like I'm not really doing anything. I kind of like.
Are you writing?
Not really. Not at the moment.
That's what
I want to though. Oh, but I can say this. Our cover, I should say, a cover-shaped thing has landed in my inbox for the short story collection on asexuality and all of the identities. Being Ace, which releases this fall. I have a story in it, along with many other brilliant authors that you may know and love. On the asexual spectrum. I'm very excited about it, and it's very pretty. So I think that releases sometime in the next week.
Yeah. What?
Be on the lookout for it.
Oh my God!
The cover, not the stories. The cover. Yes.
Oh, the cover.
Very exciting. Nice. That's it for me.
All right, Tiffany. You're muted. You're muted.
Okay, I was double muted.
Now you're unmuted, right?
I am now unmuted. Hi, I'm Tiffany. I play Cerridwen, Sagewynd, who is the bard of the party. I'm going to raise myself up again and just have my food.
Okay.
That's what's going on, Scott.
It happens every week.
Yeah. Just shrink and I'm like, I have to come back.
The other thing that happens is this. You end up like this after some parts of the game. I'm not sure why. Super close or super low. at different points.
There's no medium. So I have my own game called Dungeon Damsels, and we're on YouTube and podcast form, and focus a lot on NPC relationships, and it's all the player characters are female, so if you're into girl power and stuff like that, it's also a very long campaign, so if you want a long commitment, come to my campaign. Also, this campaign's pretty long too, so no, you got 2 great campaigns to follow.
This is a long campaign, but it's nowhere near the length of your campaign.
Mine's like, we're on, like, gosh, I know what episode we're on in, like...
How many years has it been running?
Since 2019.
20... That's 5 years. 4
October
or 5 years.
of 2019.
Oh, 4 years.
So.
Plus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're on, like, episode 71. Oh.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go to 20. We're gonna level 20. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Usually people peter off, and I'm like, nope, I'm dumb and stubborn. We're gonna do it.
Right.
So that's me. Hi.
All right, Morgan.
What's up, everybody? I am Morgan with My Play Mondays. My pronouns are he, him. I am playing Eizen. I am also the player formerly known as Vezrin. You can find me on social media everywhere except Twitter at Mindplayed Mondays. On Twitter, it's just Mindplayed Mon. I'm the founder of Mindplayed Mondays. It is a group of professional dungeon masters who run games for you, your friends, and your family. So check us out at mindplayedmondays.com. Besides our pro DMing, we also have a podcast. I am not going to lie, I've been slacking with getting stuff out. Just the holidays, like after holidays, just like trying to get back into that groove. But we do have stuff that's coming out, so please keep an eye on that. Besides that, we have another podcast that I'm going to be a part of, and eventually all of you will be on. Blake will be actually our first guest player on the stream. It's called Keep It Dicey, so keep an eye out for that. It's going to be starting here in February, so we're still nailing down the date. And besides that, I'm just really excited to be here with you amazing people. So let's have a great Tuesday night.
Awesome. And Natalie.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name's Natalie. I use she, they pronouns, as does my character, Desus, who is a tiefling, half Nereid, Circle of Stars druid with a little bit of warlock in her. You can find me most places, Instagram and Twitter with @GhostCandle, or here on Twitch and YouTube with Ghostly Candle. That's with an LY. I am mainly an artist, but also a variety streamer. I do solo stuff on my own channel. I had a finale for my own Ironsworn campaign last week, so that video is going to be posted tomorrow. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see an announcement coming out tomorrow for something special for next week for a certain Miss Cassie Mothwind, so look for that tomorrow. Otherwise, not much else going on. Enter a little quiet period, but, catch me when you catch me. We'll see what happens.
All right, you want to start the recap?
Recap.
Talking.
Yeah, I've been trapped on life. No, we still on life. We were notes. Where's my beginning? Yeah, we were.
Start off with like
Jada looking at stuff.
Yeah, at the mural still. It was that morning. The sun's just rising. So they were sort of just taking in the town as they were walking back to meet the rest of us at Mama Bardusa's.
our statues.
Yeah, saw our statues, took a peek at that. And on their way back, Desus went to Dwen's room with some tea and fruits for breakfast, as well as to ask for more singing and just to talk about how each other are feeling. Eizen went to bed that morning, so he didn't want to get up, but Hipley made him get up.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, great moment. And yeah, so Dwen went to the bath to do more learning on the sigils. Jada mentioned going and seeing the statues. Then Jada got called into Dwen in the bath. Because Dwen was seeing colors, and colors matched Jada. So she was like, hey, pass note to Jada, bring them in here. And then they brought Eizen in hopes of using his special vision stuff, and it ended up working out, so they were able to see what Dwen was seeing a little bit. Still quite unsure what it all meant until we started to go around after looking at the statues. First with Jada, Dwen, Desus, S3 went, Hipley and Eizen went to go get paints, as Hipley had a plan to do something. As we were looking at the statues, we did realize they were made up of 8 different metals that also represent the same metals of the soul tines. And then as the trio went back to Marabodusas, Eizen and Hipley showed up.
And
And
interesting talk on the way. Don't forget that. They knew their friends wouldn't have forgot to meet them there. You know,
oh yeah. But Hipley started to throw paint on the statues, followed up by getting the children to throw paint on the statues, followed up by guards not liking that paint is being thrown on the statues. And Eizen and Hipley had to fly away into the sky away. Once we regrouped, we talked about our thoughts. It went on a fetch quest. First, going to the artist that made the statues, who then directed us to the alchemist that picked out the metals, who then directed us to Sir Hurling, who was a city diviner who told them what metals to pick out. And that's how we learned more about the meaning of each metal. They also gave us fortunes. Eizen learned a bit more about their blue, vision, and dreams, and about, I guess if you want to talk more to that, Morgan, I feel like I'm talking a lot.
You're fine. You're good. I mean, we learned more about his visions and decided that it was time to let you guys in on some information due to the reading he received from Sir Hurling, letting you guys know that he left Torbay. It's Torbay, right? That's the city. Yeah, left Torbay on not so great terms, and that there may be people trying to hunt him who actually may be now tied to knives. So,
Yeah, because you showed us something.
yes, it was an orb that was what my guild was pretty much killed over, or members of my guild were killed over. Almost the entire guild was decimated because of this one job. So, and yeah, we discovered it was magical, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that it had a similar connection that the sphere or the crystal that we used to enter the dream realm. It had that kind of familiarity.
Now, if only there was a wizard who could, identify magical items.
Yep.
That's right.
We knew what you meant.
And then with much scraping of money, very hard earned gold pieces, we managed to get enough to make our first set of soul tines.
Yep.
And then I think we followed up and went out to who was going to be crafting those things with the metals. And I think we ended with Hipley having a conversation that I am not privy to. So
There was a note that, so for those of you who have been watching for a long time, in previous season we had coins that were used to help demons control people's dreams, basically, and then them. And those were made of electrum, and so is the sphere that Eizen has, I believe. Or at least they were enchanted with the same stuff. So I think there's a tie there. That's all.
All right. So you had paid the alchemist, if I remember correctly, and
We paid lots of people.
Yeah. So they created the alchemist created the materials you needed for Rosalba and Persis. brought them to the two of them, who began the enchantment and required someone to make or sacrifice of some of their vitality. And I don't know if anyone...
Eizen did.
Eizen did.
Yeah, that's right. We drew lots because
Oh, that's right. You drew
pretty
lots.
much everybody was willing to do it. Nobody wanted somebody else to do it. So the decision was made that we would just draw lots, and whoever had the
Yes.
shortest lot would. So what we did for that was we rolled dice, and I rolled a wonderful 5, which made me on the lowest end. So therefore, I had the smallest, and I was the one who sacrificed willingly some of my HP or vitality in game. So, yes, and now I'm a sickly old man. I'm kidding about that part.
And as you rested and recovered, because it does take quite a bit out of you when you permanently lose Constitution, which is what it required as the sacrifice. Hipley, Persis comes to you while everyone else is resting and spending time with Eizen. It says, while all that other stuff was going on, we did put together what we needed for the dagger that you wanted, and it is enchanted, but it requires a name. So you will have to either name it or offer it.
Hold on. Wait here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get Eizen.
Okay.
He ain't about to name nothing for someone else. So
So Eizen is on a lounge, and the rest of the group are sitting around, sort of doing whatever they're doing as he is recovering.
hey, get up. Let's go. I gotta go see something. Get up. Let's go. It's cool.
Not
it's cool.
again.
It's cool.
It's twice
cool.
today.
It's cool. Let's just go. Just trust me.
Twice.
Come on.
today.
Just trust me. It's cool. It's cool. Just trust me. It's cool.
You're not gonna let me rest until I'm dead, are you?
No. Well, we might already be dead. I mean, look around. Like this could be the afterlife. So you might as well get used to it. Come on.
And he like struggles to get up,
He grabs the
exhausted from having like 1 hour of sleep.
Yeah.
and then sacrificing vitality.
Yeah.
He's like, get up. No rest for the wicked. Get up.
No rest for the Eizen.
Yeah, no rest for the eyes. What? What is so important?
So we take him back to. So they came to. So take him back there, to where they are.
It's back into the crafting area where they do their craft work. And the rest of you see Hipley lead Eizen through the door to the crafting area, which I think only Cerridwen had actually been back there at any point.
True.
I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
But it looks like a smithing area, a woodworking area, a leatherworking area, like all these different areas, and then what looks like some kind of an enchanting area. I mean, you're not really sure what that means exactly, how that works, but there are runes carved into the floor. There's a small dais, candles, incenses, all kinds of materials used in the art of enchanting.
Hipley, are we supposed to be back here?
And Persis and Rosalba are standing there. We'll let Hipley speak.
Well, thank you. I don't know. They need a name for an item, and so I think you should probably name it because I don't like naming things that much. So you seem like the type that would name something. Just don't name it like some like sacrifice or something like lame like that. I mean, it's up to you. So you name it however you want to name it, but I'll give you some hints. But yeah,
And
it is that.
there's a cloth over something on the table, And they step back a little bit and leave it to you.
So why am I naming this item? I mean, if they're the ones crafting it, is it? I mean,
You put two and two together.
maybe if I had more than an hour of sleep. I'm a little low on putting things together at the moment.
I'll give you a minute. It's okay.
So
You can
give me
remove
some
the cloth if
Just
you'd
go.
like.
Just go. Just go.
So
look at
he'll
it,
go
come on.
over and he'll remove the cloth and look at the blade.
And there's a blade that is like a sapphire crystalline blade with a leather hilt that is formed in kind of a soft leather on the hilt with a metal pommel.
It's
You've never seen a
beautiful.
crystalline blade, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is a very beautiful piece. So, again, why am I naming it?
Why would someone name something, huh? It's a good question.
I've never named
Well,
anything.
you should name and just like hold on to it for a minute, just kind of think about it. Then we'll figure it out. So yeah, you just name it, then like carry it around a little bit, then we'll figure out why. There usually isn't something behind it, so we'll figure it out.
You don't have to name it now, but it will not function properly until you do give it a proper name. That is part of the act of enchanting, is creating a name that is appropriate to the item.
So, I'm assuming with what you just said that this is an item for me. Why would anybody make something that's beautiful for me?
Making me regret it. Just take the dang thing and name it.
I'll leave the two of you alone, and the two of them walk away
Emily,
further
I can't
into their
accept
home.
this gift.
Well, you're gonna have to. So, but you can do it. I believe in you.
And I'll look over at the blade.
Okay.
Honestly, the only name, Scott, that's coming out to me right now is Valdis.
Okay.
Do you say that out loud or no?
I don't know yet if I'm saying it out loud, but I think that makes sense for me.
Okay. You pick it up.
Yeah. And I will say, in one of your books, I read that there is a group of people, a lineage, who have blue visions. And they are a family of the Valdis. So,
Make me a dex check.
Dex check. Oh,
If
yeah.
you break it, we're not friends anymore. So you probably just shattered.
Hold on, let me get what's my bonuses for the... Is it a dex check or
Not
dex
a
save?
It's a check.
Okay. Well, actually, it's the same for me either way. It'll be 15. I rolled a 10, but I have a +5.
Right. So when you pick it up, your hand slides seemingly into a position holding it that fits very naturally to it. But you don't really see indentations, but you feel like there's some there.
It's got a nice grip. Yeah. I think I'll name it Valdis.
Well, I actually think that's I thought you were gonna pick some lame. To be honest, it's not bad. It's a good name.
Thank you.
Maybe since you have blue dreams, maybe you're a part of that family too. I mean,
Maybe.
I think you kind of have to be if the only ones who have those kind of dreams. So, no, I think that's really honestly, I think that's a nice name though. That's cool.
And there is a sheath there for the blade, but it is not like anything particularly amazing. It's just a nice leather sheath.
Just as cool, okay? Sheath is just as tight.
All right. I will pick it up. Put the sheath, I'm saying. I'll slide the blade into it. And
Okay.
then I will equip it onto my side.
Make me a perception check.
Perception check. These I'm good at. Eat
Nat
your heart
one.
out, Ezrin. Don't even say that. 19.
Okay. It
And
made
I rolled
no
an 8.
It made no sound when it slid into the sheath.
Ooh, very silent.
Wow. Well, that's good for sneaking around, I think.
Yeah. And if I pull it out, I'm assuming it's just as quiet, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
Beautiful.
heck? That's kind of scary, but I mean, it's gonna be good for, your enemies, I guess. So,
Do you know what it does?
yes, it actually, so it grants the user 3 charges a day. Only a day, though, only resets at daytime. So that's very important to remember. But what happens is if you stab a target, it momentarily takes into like the hells for a moment, where they feel like the agony of burning flames, and then comes back like a couple seconds later. You can only do it 3 times on a charge, so
All right. Now, out of character. What does that do exactly? Like, is it like fire damage or something? You're saying it feels like hell. So
I have no clue, to be honest. So
you just made all that up? Ah!
Did
Did you just make all that up? I love it.
But it sounds cool, though. You'll have to attune to it and find out.
I mean, I was guessing hellish rebuke.
He just made that. I love it, and I love that. Eizen's so tired that he just like, okay, yeah, that sounds right. Like, not even thinking about how often Hipley messes with people. Like, it's not even registered right now. He's just okay, yeah, all right. So, well, thank you. I don't feel like I've earned or deserved this.
Oh my gosh! Don't make me regret this. You deserve it. Okay, don't make me regret doing this. Because you deserve it. So no, I don't want to hear any of this. Like, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve any of that kind of stuff. No, like if you got it, just because you deserve it. I mean, it's proof. Proof is in the blade.
Well, I guess the proof is in the blade. So, fair enough. Well,
I'll keep saying it till you believe it. It's probably gonna take forever until I die.
now I got to figure
it's
out.
cool.
Now I got to figure out a good gift for you, and I will figure out a good one.
We'll see. Time's ticking. I mean, I'm an older gentleman, so we'll
You
see.
ain't that old. You ain't that old. How old is? By the way, how old is Hipley? By the way, I don't think I've ever asked you that. I'm not asking in character. I'm asking out. I'm just like, what do you around about? What do you look like age wise?
Definitely older. Like, definitely
40s?
on the, I think, a little bit late, at least like early 50s. I'd say around like the 50s is where he's at. So he's on the downswing.
Well, you're only as young as the life you choose, and you choose the life of an adventurer. So I'm pretty sure you'll be around for a while.
Boy, well, that was a mistake. Well, but yeah. But I'm just honestly just glad you enjoy it. I mean, I think that they thought you need like a kind of a cool blade, and I don't know if you've seen their weapons. These guys are master crafters, and they build some amazing things, crafted some amazing things, and I feel like you need some too. So, and I also do believe that you deserve it. I mean, you've gone through a lot, just like everybody, but you still push through, and you're still a decent person. So I think that has to count for something, especially in the horribleness of the days that we live in. So, but yeah.
Well, we should
We
join
need
the
it.
others.
But yes, and before we leave, we need to make sure we finish painting the statues for those rude guards messed us up. So, but we'll get that done later.
Yeah, later, after I sleep.
Maybe.
You're like a teenager. You just have to sleep most of the day.
Except I'm 30, and I'm just exhausted.
Like a
And
teenager, but
what I
middle
love
age.
what I love about this is it's Hipley both times, right? Like, I stayed out all night, watching Jada paint. Come back, I'm like, oh, and he wakes me up immediately. Then we come here, I sacrifice my vitality, and then he's like, come here, I got something for you. Back, damn it, I just fell asleep. It's like torment. Love it. And all right, well, let's go back out and join the others.
Yep.
Maybe I can finally sleep a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like you kind of need it a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I like to think that Dwayne was just distracted by cake this entire time. She was like, because I was like, she would like be like, what are you doing? He needs to sleep. But I was eating, so I'm like, therefore Dwayne is also being distracted by cake. So that's
It's valid.
I could check out what they're doing. This cake's really good.
And when you head out, the two enchanters follow you out to the room with everyone else.
Well, I thought they were already out already, so I would turn to them and say, "Thank you for your work. I will treasure it and take care of it. Make sure that it is respected."
Hopefully it will take care of you instead of you taking care of it.
It's a little bit of both, isn't it?
We hope so.
So,
It is one of our
Sure.
oddest items. And one of our favorites, I think. It's one of my favorites. You? Oh yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Oh, an oddity for sure.
definitely my favorite, and an oddity is perfect because that's what I am.
I want an insight check on them when they said that. Like, is that just like saying it because like they crafted it? So Loki was going to insight check it if I can.
Sure.
Some line.
Insight check.
Yep, it's legit. That's a 4. Yep, they're telling the truth. I believe it.
They're impressed by their own work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I believe that they're whatever they're saying, like they actually do think it's like the best thing they've made. I definitely believe it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, do we want to leave now? No one else has like
Well-
5 things to do?
And they bring to you your tines that they had crafted, each one of a different material, and they're in a case. And they have on there, in the case is a wooden box with a felt inside and separating each one. We have no way of testing whether these work correctly. So we're not sure if any of you have a way of testing these tines. We've honestly never dealt with anything like this, and
Do we have... I turned to Jada. Do we have... I think the Mechanist of Sound talked about a tune and fork. Do we have anything?
Kind of have those. What is it called, Scott?
Don't we have Lucy's tools?
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of the tools in there.
yeah. You have a tine, but you don't have one used for this. So you have one like it. It's just not the right materials, and it's not as precise.
Well, I guess we'll just take it. I don't know.
We get a refund if it doesn't work.
They are supposed to be attuned to a certain pitch, but we're not really musicians, so we have no way of testing whether they vibrate with the right pitch, and I don't know how you test whether they correctly manipulate souls, since we've never done that.
The vision from the other night that Jada had and Eizen looked in on, and then I looked in on because I was behind Eizen. Lucy's first lesson, they hit a tine, hummed a note that resonated with the tine, and then put it in Jada.
Correct.
Are you saying this out loud? Because I didn't.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I take a tine
Okay.
and I gingerly tap it, just to be careful. And then, the tine makes the note, and she'll try to hum the note.
It doesn't actually make a note. It's weird. You'd think it'd be a sound, but you don't hear anything.
Maybe I will make a sound until we put it in a body.
Or do you have to hum the note that matches the color?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think of the note that is associated with green, and I pick up the green tine, and I hum that one.
Make me a performance check.
Okay.
Bum bum bum.
Come on.
4.
Actually, no, it's actually I'm doing pretty good. That's a 23.
It's about time.
Woo!
I
Getting those
switched
good rolls
dice.
back.
And when you hit the note, you hear the time begin vibrating to your note. And it's beautiful. The tone is angelic.
That note was great. What the? Hipley's so lost. He's going with this. Like, okay.
Well, you know how the soul aspects are connected to a color. They're also connected to a sound or tone, like this one. So she'll and then she'll try the other times as well.
Okay.
Do another performance check.
And you can tell they are going up a scale of some kind, although it's not the scale that you're used to. Almost like it's microtonal, so you have to kind of, you're not hitting a G sharp. You're hitting a
It's not whole notes.
G sharp halfway between that and the
Steps and that's-
whatever. So, but you're able to do it with your voice. Your instrument, if you were to try and do it with an instrument, you're pretty sure you'd have to retune your instrument to get there. But when you do it with each voice, each one resonates and this beautiful tone comes out when you hit it when it is matched to your voice, to your tone.
Finish and put them in the case. I think they work.
And they're just like gobsmacked. Wow.
I mean, you made them. I mean,
It was beautiful. The sounds? Never seen sounds quite like that.
Well, their tones not respond directly to that respond directly to the soul. That's probably why they speak to us so plainly.
Well, good luck and do good things with them.
Thank you. We plan to do good things with them.
Yes.
we're gonna prevent evil souls of the dead, but it's fine. And you helped us out with it, so thank you. We appreciate it.
You jest, Tipley, and she smacks you on the shoulder.
Or do I? Give it a conservatorial wink.
And the hound dog comes and licks on you to see you off, especially on Desus.
Bow.
Lots of tongue. From the dog, I mean.
Yeah.
And you head out.
All right.
I think when you guys start to head out, you realize Eizen isn't right next to you as he's sleeping on the couch again.
Grab him. I'll go get him. I got him. It's fine. I got him.
No, you can leave him.
No, he needs to go with us. And me, safety in numbers, right?
Okay. I just carry him.
No, that's not fun. Walking is good for the soul. Walking is good. So, hey, come on, we gotta go. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
It's been 8 hours. It's been a day, so you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Such an asshole.
You slept the whole day. We kind of left you here. We came back, so you look good
Yeah,
though.
you
You look
No,
good.
you That was a nice one, but no. Let's go.
You
And
can
where
show off your new blade.
are you heading?
Where are we heading? First question.
Well, if we have no further business that we can think of, maybe it's about time we get moving, off of Wythe.
I second that. Anyone else have some 5 other things to do before we go?
No. I just want a bed. Wherever we go, I need a bed.
Pretty sure there's beds on the menagerie, the ship. Anyway,
It's
let's
called
go inform
Hendrix Carousel.
Carousel. Well, we should go and tell Hendrix Carousel's crew that we're ready to go.
Mhm.
Get our stuff and we'll head out.
Okay, so you go to Mama's, you gather up your goods. Mama comes and says, I can't wait to see all of you back. All together this time, please. Unharmed. There'll
Definitely can't
always
promise
be
that.
a bed and a bath, of course.
I
And,
know.
and remember, if you return through the portal, make sure you let me know whether you created a permanent way through on the other side so I can close it here permanently.
Okay. I will do that.
And she sees you off, and the rest of the staff that are available see you off also. And you head to the ship. When you get there, it is a very odd ship in the water. It sits, kind of high in the water, and it has 2 sails up near the back, and it looks more like some kind of druidic, wooden, kelpish oddity. And there's a rope ladder or rope bridge over to it, and you see people carrying stuff aboard, barrels, crates, what have you, and they're literally just lifting things and moving them on by hand across the rope bridge. And you see a person out there called, there's a person standing outside going over all the cases of stuff coming aboard. And Jada, you recognize this person from the beach. They had like a red skin and kind of ogre, but not, they're not an ogre, but you're not sure what they are. And they're big, tall, not as tall as Cerridwen, not Firbolg tall, but not much shorter than that. Friends, your beds are awaiting for you. I'm Fej, and I am the watcher of the ship. I make sure that everything gets on and off properly and appropriately. Is there anything we should worry about as far as your ability to travel by sea?
I point at Cerridwen.
I raise my hand. I get seasick. Mighty seasick. Terrible.
We'll have something for that then in your cabin.
Yeah, carol root works.
Well, we'd like the rooms to stay clean, so we have learned ways of taking care of those problems.
Oh, good.
Do any of you have issues with oranges or grapefruit or lemons? There's some requirement to feed on them every few days, and if you can't eat them, you may get very sick.
I think we're all good.
Excellent.
I can definitely eat them.
Actually, you and Desus have probably heard of those fruits. Outside of lemons, most of you know lemons. I'm not sure that they would know from books.
Wow.
Actually,
I've
Eizen and Jada
taste.
may not have known.
I was just saying,
they're a really unusual fruit to find this far north.
were they not on the cart in the old woman's cart that Jada
Were
helped
there
push? 'Cause they had a lot of
They had
fruits
lemons,
on
I
them.
think, because lemons do make it up here. Oranges and grapefruit, not so much.
What's an orange?
Peter had them.
You'll love them.
Oh,
I did.
all right.
Is there anything you need before we launch? We are waiting for you, but we're gathering our last supplies, and we can launch whenever you're ready.
Now this is as good as I don't know.
No, maybe I'm like a. Do you have a plan in place in case the ship is under attack? Or something like that for the crew, so like an escape plan.
The ship is ready for you.
like fish
I'm-
people that are killed
I'm
us, or
worried
like
about you, but okay, I'll trust you. She steps on.
They're ready! And her voice changes completely. Let's get them on! Let's get them on! Sorry, your rooms will be shown to you when you get aboard.
Okay.
And you cross the rope bridge to the ship. As you get near the ship, Desus, you realize the ship actually is made of seemingly trees or timbers that have been shaped into the form rather than cut into form.
Huh. Like the most intense druid craft I've ever seen.
Something like that, yeah. Large scale.
the druids.
And you get aboard, and there is the Triton that you've met, Malona of the Red Sea Islands of Mirador, who is talking to people on board. Let's get you to your cabins. Kurgan, do you have someone that you can assign to them? I'll take care of them for now, and we'll get them aboard, get them going. And Kurgan, who comes over to you, is kind of looks like a dragonborn, but more like a dragon turtleborn.
Interesting. I like it.
As we're walking, I'm like, oh, Kurgan, where are you from?
I'm from Mirador, far to the south.
Did you know Bologna from Mirador?
Yes.
So you traveled a lot together. She's just making small talk. That's all that's going on.
Okay. And they take he starts walking you into the cabins, and there's a cabin assistant who, I'll take them from here. All yours. And she says, so I know which one of you is Cerridwen. You're the very tall one. I know Jada. I know Desus,
Yeah.
Eizen, and Hipster, right?
Yes, exactly. And it's hipster. Yes, hipstar. That's how you pronounce it.
Hipster.
But yeah, hipstar. There we go.
I
That's the right way to
apologize
pronounce it.
for getting that wrong.
No apologies. No apologies. It's fine. Actually, well, no, keep going. I'll let you finish.
Hey, Ron, that was good.
Classic.
Such a good skit.
Oh
Such a
my
good
god,
skit.
that skit was
Classic.
amazing. The first time I saw that skit, I cried from laughing. Like,
Yeah,
literally,
it was
like
such a-
tears crying. From
Such a
laughing.
good
Still,
skit.
yeah.
Hey,
See the
Ron.
commercial where they brought him back and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
redid
yeah.
this. Oh god, I cried. It was so funny.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Aaron.
That's how it's gonna be.
You gonna play with me? You gonna play?
Oh,
Oh,
Alright.
God.
damn, never do Ron to me again. It totally takes me off of what I'm thinking.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'm
You
only
just
kidding.
threw me.
It was so
it's
good.
his
Suddenly,
star.
suddenly through like the epic boss battle, just like, hey, run. Like,
and and she brings you to your cabins. Each one of you has your own cabin. The doors are sort of capsule shaped, so they're rounded at the top and bottom, kind of like like a capsule rather than a square top and bottom. A little bit more organic. The walls inside seem to be made of similar materials to the outside, but smaller. And they seem to be sealed, and something seals them in between. There's like a sap or something that keeps them bound and tightly sealed. you go into your rooms and there are beds that are fairly organic in form. They're not just squares. They may be a little longer than in some cases. Cerridwen's actually is really long. You know, this is the second time in her life outside of home.
Flops onto it.
Each one of you,
I was gonna say, I think when Eizen gets down, he puts his stuff in his room, and then he just goes up, and then I think he'll go up when the ship is getting ready to leave, and he'll just watch Wythe disappear from the side.
Okay.
And I'll be up top too, because I don't stop by. Yeah.
Yeah, just even though he's like dead tired, he's gonna just kind of watch Wythe kind of fade off.
In Jada's room, there is no bed. There's a table and seats, and the table is larger than it would normally have been. And she says, I was told that you don't really need space for a bed, but perhaps could use space to do other things. So we enlarged the table to take up some of the space and gave you additional chairs. I hope that will suffice.
It's adequate. Yes. Thank you for your thoughtfulness.
Excellent. And then when you get into Deesa's room, the bed looks sort of like a hammock, but it's got cushions inside the hammock.
Oh, that's fancy.
We were told that, and you're the last room that they deliver anyone to. Mm-hmm. We were told that you might appreciate the ship itself and the way that it operates. So we were told to make sure that this one was appropriate. If there's anything you need, and what's odd in your room is there's fruit hanging from from the ceiling. The fruit is edible. You can enjoy it at your leisure. We have been told that you're able to make things different. If you wish it to be an apple instead of a pomegranate, so they're all just apples, but we know that you can make what you like.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you.
And she heads out. She goes, if there's anything any of you need, I'll be right here. And there's a seat in the middle of the hall, and she sits down in it. A little table there, drinks. You know, she has water. And when you and Hipley individually head up, she stands up. Is there anything that I can get for you?
Oh no, but you might not want to sit so close. They might get kind of loud. So, just so you know, I don't know. You might hear some noises. That's all.
This is my assigned station.
I'm just giving you a heads up. It's fine. Just a little noisy though.
Oh, okay. I mean, I will be leaving at some point to sleep, so maybe you'll be sleeping at the same time I'll be sleeping, and the noise won't bother either of us.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
What are the rest of you doing?
Yeah.
I am counting my soul jars and making sure they're all there.
They're all there.
Okay.
And while you're counting them, you hear, I feel odd. Where am I at the moment? And you know that is the voice of Iona.
We are about to set sail again.
Oh, okay. Are we going home?
No, we are probably going to our deaths.
Oh no. You say that so casually.
I mean, we're usually going to our deaths.
But you never die, so it's sort of like reverse motivation.
I suppose.
Have you heard from Gwell yet? Has she reached out or anything?
No, you were the only one.
Okay.
I do have an update.
Oh, you do?
We have managed to make considerable progress in researching and manufacturing a way for you to regain a body. It won't be your body, but a body.
Like a humanoid body?
We're not sure yet. I am aware you don't want to be a tree.
I definitely don't wish to be a tree again. I do remember in the priests of Aqua used to say that there were ways of what did they call it? Not resurrecting. Where you can end up coming back as like an animal or something. And I'm not sure that I wish to come back as a badger or something either.
Badgers are not so bad. Are you speaking of reincarnation?
Reincarnation, yes. I have to say I'm a little afraid of that whole... Honestly, I'm afraid of everything at the moment. Why shouldn't I be?
I suppose. I can't imagine that a life as a badger could be much worse than spending eternity in a jar.
Well, I hope that it's weird. Time feels sort of... I don't feel time here. I don't feel older or younger than when I got here. I just feel like I have different memories from the past. Although now my memories are only words from conversing with you. It's so odd to speak to somebody and not know what they look like. I guess that's in reverse. You don't know what I looked like.
I do not.
What do you look like?
Green.
Ah, green.
And
Like a frog?
gold as well. Perhaps paler, not quite as vibrant.
Oh. I've never seen a gold frog, but that would be interesting. Green and gold.
Oh, I do not look like a frog.
Oh. Okay, well, I would ask how long this trip is going to take, but I guess it doesn't matter since I'm not really privy to time issues. I don't know how long things are going to be.
Yes, that is often how it works, yes. Time passes. You might not feel it passing. You know that it does. You see people age and wither away.
Yeah,
Or die
how old
early.
are you now? Are you young or old, or
I am...
are you elderly?
I suppose that depends on your point of view. What is considered elderly? Is elderly
I
a
guess
reference
old?
to the nearings of one's death by age and decay? I suppose it's relative.
That's kind of a horrible way of putting it, but I suppose that is somewhat accurate.
Well, the description of young and old implies the beginning and end of one's life. I had a beginning, I suppose, but no certain end. Therefore, I don't think I can be young or elderly.
Are you an elf or fae? Because they live very
No.
long lives.
I am not fae. No.
Well, if you hear from Gwel, please, I would love to know if there's any messages that come. And, I'm excited for whatever the future brings us. I know that you're going to do... I know you and your friends are doing what you can to procure us to give us a life again.
Iona, I have a question for you.
Of course.
Should we not be able to procure you a body or a way for you to continue life? What would you have us do?
I had never even thought that that was a possibility. I don't know. I have to. What would you do?
I have found that the continuation of existence without the idea of an end is quite agonizing. It is, I suppose exhausting would be the word.
But I was so young. I think I want to wait until something was found that I could occupy without taking it from someone else, of course. Especially since I don't feel the weight of time on me now anyway.
So you would wait then for however long it took?
At the moment, I think I would say yes.
Very well.
And you feel the ship lurch.
As we take off, or did we run into something?
No, it feels like
Okay.
the ship is starting to move.
Okay.
I am getting... Doing this is kind of exhausting to me. I don't know why.
I imagine it requires a lot of spiritual or mental energy.
I suppose. But I'll wait and we can speak again when after I've pondered actually the question you just asked me.
Take your time. It is not a time pressing question. I have all the time in the world, and so do you.
And she goes quiet, and you feel the break of connection.
I'm going to, instead of putting her jar back, I'm just going to fasten it to my belt, so I have her with me at all times.
Okay. When you two go out on the deck, Eizen and Hipley, you see the captain, Hendrik, Garen, she starts stomping around on board, yelling out orders to people. Even though she's yelling, it's not like an angry yell, it's more just being loud so that they can hear across the ship, clearly. And after a little bit of time, the rope bridge pulls back and the ship starts to float away from the docks. Welcome Waffles Maple and Duval and Syrup and all the awesome people over there. As the ship peels away from the dock, you feel it catch wind and start to move, and the whole ship leans forward into the waves and the back rises higher up than it was. It's an interesting sensation because the other ships you've been on have never done anything like that. They've tried to stay very level, and this ship actually tries to rise with the back to get the sails up and starts moving faster as it pulls away. And most ships don't pull away from docks fast. This one doesn't seem to care. There's no other ships in the way. So it just the sails go out and starts moving quickly. Inside your room, Cerridwen, there is a bottle, and it says, drink this.
It's trustworthy.
That's that's in Cerridwen's room.
She just shrugs and drinks it. Okay.
And the ship lurches as you drink it. And when you drink it, you feel sort of a calmness to your what would normally at this moment you would have sort of an upset stomach from what was happening. The ship lurches forward. You feel the waves hitting the sides of it, and it starts moving. Desus, in your room, one of the fruits falls from the limb when it lurches. It shakes free and.
Whoa. I go and pick it up.
Are you all okay in there? You hear from out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Sorry, when we start forward, it can sometimes throw a jarring to everyone in the ship. I apologize. I didn't warn you of that.
You're good.
Out on the front, you see them, and Eizen and Hipley. Garen comes and runs and jumps from one deck to another. How do you like the ship? A little more interesting than those boring ships you're used to from up here in the north.
Okay.
Nice. Okay from you sounds like a compliment.
Are me and Hipley together? Because I would probably be at the back watching the city disappear.
Okay,
I don't know
you're
if
at
Hipley's
the back. Then he
I don't
runs
know if
to
Hipley is. So I
Yeah,
just
you don't
didn't
have
want
to.
to assume we. I don't care if we are. I just didn't know if Hipley wanted to
Wow.
be. Because
No,
I know
it's
you said
fine.
he was one up top.
It's fine. He'll be by himself up there. It's fine.
That's not what I'm saying. Did you guys
Please
know
by
it?
himself up here. It's okay.
I can't win with you people.
And she says she pats you on the back like a bro pat. How you doing now? Did you have a good time in Wythe? The party's there, of course. Well, you know.
What are you talking to? I'm
You.
sorry.
She's talking to you.
I was like, wait, is this?
To you, Hipley.
Oh yes, the parties are so wild. I can't even remember some of them.
Any naked ones this time around?
Oh, which ones aren't? Come on now. Is it a party if they aren't
course.
naked? Come
Wythe.
on.
You know
Come
the
on now.
artists. They can't not paint everything.
I know. Everything needs to be painted. The guards need to know that, I feel like they don't appreciate true arts and true paint. But that's neither here nor there.
I hear you did a little and she nudges you with her elbow, vandalism before you left.
Oh, vandalism is a cruel word. What I do is art. It's never vandalism. When it's coming from the soul, it's not vandalism. It is true artistry is what it is. And they were just not... Some people just can't see it. And I feel sorry for them, but...
Some
we
people
can
don't
see it.
respect a quality vandal. I mean, what are you supposed to do when you drink and get drunk? You have to do something.
I wasn't even drunk. That was sober.
What?
That was soberly done, yes.
I can't even imagine what you would be doing if you had been drinking. Oh my gosh.
The world is not ready for that, so...
You're a
I would
party
say-
animal inside, aren't you?
Oh. I mean, I dabble in the partying, so...
When we get to Torbay, you and I have a place for you.
Well, if you think the place can handle me, then we'll see. I was gonna ask, so do
I
you
don't
need
know.
any help around the ship? Because I'm capable.
Help around the ship. I have a crew.
I know, but I mean, sometimes I get bored, and so if later on, if you do, you just let me know.
You're looking for something to do because it's a long journey and you wish to not be bored.
Yeah, and
I see.
If I can help out, I mean, and feel like I'm capable of helping out in ways that I can. So
Do you know how to work in a kitchen? Like, have you ever peeled potatoes?
Yes, I've worked in a kitchen. Yes, I could. You know what? Yes.
I would never give you such a boring job.
Oh,
What about entertainment? Have you ever been a dancer?
actually, yes. I
Excellent! We've got a dancer aboard! And everyone starts cheering, yes! All right, tonight, the crew. You and the crew.
Yes.
We'll make sure we have a good musician. Where's Cerridwen? Go let Cerridwen know she's on tonight. She's got a dance crew and everything. Where is the rest of the crew? Everyone, are the rest of your crew good dancers too?
Oh well, I'll let them tell you. I don't want to spoil any
I
surprises.
know that
though.
Eizen has to be. He's sneaky.
Oh,
But
I don't want to
boy.
say anything, but they're probably
right.
the best dancer of the group. So, but you didn't hear that from me.
All right. Someone go let Cerridwen know, please. And one of the crewmen, go into the cabins, disappear into the cabin hall. Cerridwen, inside there's a knock on your door.
She's just like mid dance. She's like, I'm not going to be sick. Ah, yeah.
And you feel no sickness. How
This
beautiful.
is great. And she like opens the door and she's just like, Jesus. Oh, you're not Jesus. Hi.
The captain wishes to inform you that you will be performing this evening for our dancer. We have a dancer aboard.
Oh.
Hipley will be performing tonight as the dancer for the crew.
It's just this like long head tilt. Hippie? You mean hip star?
Well, that actually from the hall. Yeah, it's Hipstar. It's not Hipley.
Oh yeah, he can cut her out.
Yes, and any of the other members of your party that wish to perform tonight would be more than welcome. Apparently, Hipstar had suggested Eizen, that Eizen is an excellent dancer also.
Well, I don't know if the world's ready for Eisen's dancing. But we'll see if he will grace us with his skills tonight.
Do you know what? I'll ask the rest.
Okay.
Thank you. And he turns and knocks on whose door is next? Desus's door.
Yeah. What's up?
The captain would like to know whether you will be performing this evening with Hipstar as he performs his dance routine to Cerridwen's musical repertoire.
Just see Dwayne like slowly coming into screen with his truth.
I'm just slowly taking a bite of my apple.
Will you be dancing also? Singing, perhaps?
Oh.
Comedy. Are you a comedian?
Oh. Maybe after like 10, 20, 50 beers?
We can make that happen.
And hit
You know that.
Alcohol poisoning?
No, you can really get her going if you start up a shanty. I don't know.
What should I let him know is your performative skills?
I can change into an animal.
Oh god.
I can wiggle arms as a squid. You want to see that?
Perhaps Hipley would like to dance with a squid or a snake or something. That might be interesting.
Or no, dancing bear. Classic.
Well, I do a pretty good bear.
A dancing bear. I love it. I'll let Garen know. Garen will be just off her mind. And
Alright.
thank you. Steps over, knocks on
I just look at Dwayne.
Eisen's door.
I will slowly close the door.
No one's there.
She
Right.
just has like a big grin on her face.
Then knocks. Well, the only one left there is Jada, and you hear someone knock on your door.
I open the door.
Jada, Captain Garen would like to know if you will be using any performative skills this evening while Cerridwen plays music and Hipley performs his dance with Desus the bear.
It's gonna be wild.
Do you dance or sing or do comedy, perhaps juggle, or anything that would be entertaining for the crew?
No.
I almost feel like that was deadpan comedy.
You know, they do have savage delivery.
I don't know what you're talking about. I gave it to it. I'm not a deadpan person, you guys.
Storytelling?
No.
Good at throwing people.
Acrobatics?
No.
Maybe he could throw ice and he could do things.
Do things like what?
I don't know, flips or something. You're good with a rope dart. That's pretty impressive.
Like a lasso? Can you do lasso tricks?
Of course.
Would you like to perform some lasso tricks?
No.
Will you be performing some lasso tricks?
I look at Twin.
It's just like...
I suppose.
Yeah!
Excellent. Oh, the captain, she will be just ecstatic. Already was at Hipley's offer to dance for the crew. I'm off to find Eizen, make sure that he prepares too. Well, thank you, all of you. And the cabin assistant, standing and I'm so excited to see all of you. This is amazing. You're definitely on the right ship. Hantrix Carousel is known for just great shows. The entertainment factor alone it just went up even more.
Well,
We got one last entertainer to track down.
oh, the best for last. Where is Eizen? I think he's. I'll grab him. I think he went to the back.
Yeah, you know where I went. You would have saw me. You
Yeah,
would have saw me in the back.
I'll
Watch
grab
him
him.
disappear.
Give me 1 moment. I'll get him.
Look at us following.
True.
I was
True.
like,
You know the ship. Yeah.
yeah, let's just go find him.
So
Okay.
we walk over to Eizen.
Yeah, so he looks wistfully into the distance.
Yeah. Just
Come on.
looking at wife.
We gotta go dance. Come on.
Yep, I'm gonna play.
I don't dance.
Well,
And you know this.
Do you do
Well.
flips?
you're gonna try. Today's the day.
When I'm dodging attacks.
I can pretend to attack you. There we go. So we can dance.
Oh, a mock battle!
No,
Let's go.
No mock battles. I'm going to be sleeping since I am running on fumes.
Oh, if you're sleeping, we'll be out here looking at the distance. Come on. Just
And
one
I'm going
thing. Please, come on. Come
I mean,
on.
In my younger days, I used to do street magic.
Oh my gosh.
That's so great! Are you gonna do that?
I mean,
I wanna see
maybe.
it.
But
I
if,
wanna
I'm
see
tired, if I'm not tired, if Hipley lets me sleep, then I might do it.
Well,
later tonight.
it's okay. If you take a power nap, I'll be down there knocking for every 10 minutes though, so.
Every 10.
You know, I got something that might help you go to sleep.
So do I.
It doesn't involve punching you.
I'll pass on whatever.
I want
you
Jada
have.
to
It's funny. When you said that, I immediately knew
Instead
what you meant.
instead of Eizen. Eizen looks right at them like, whatever
J-
you're thinking, no.
Jada's is quicker, I'm just saying.
It is quicker.
I am open to your suggestions. Dwin, not. I'm open to your suggestions, Dwin.
Well, I could dominate your mind until you go to sleep.
I can sleep. The problem isn't me falling asleep. The problem is staying asleep and Hipley not knocking on my door and waking me up for the third time today.
Okay, I'll be practicing my dance moves, so it's fine. Go sleep. But not now, before I change my mind.
And then, all right, he'll look out one last time and just kind of take a deep breath, and then turn around and start heading downstairs.
Okay. When you get down there, you see that the cabin assistant is waiting and opens the door for you. You look like you could use a sleep before your performance this evening.
I never said I was performing. I said maybe. And if Hipley knocks on my door, I will not be performing. So keep him away from my door, and then maybe I'll perform tonight.
I can hire someone to go down there.
He's kept me awake for like a whole day. So I'm trying to sleep, and he won't let me.
That's a lot of requirement you're putting on me. I'm.
If you can keep him away from me, I'll give you 5 gold.
I'll do what I can. Thank you.
Look, 5, not 1, not 2, 5 gold to just get him away from my door so I can sleep.
And she slides her chair in front of your door.
And then I go,
All right. The bed's very comfortable.
yeah, instantly out,
And
unconscious.
Make me a perception check, Eizen. And Desus, make me a perception check also.
22.
Okay.
Do we do it disadvantage since I'm so tired?
Nope.
Okay.
Nat 1.
Okay, so Eizen, when you hit the bed, you lay there and you start to go sleep, and you feel the bed kind of move a little bit, like it wraps to it conforms to your body after you lay in it. Not all the way around your body, only like a mattress.
Oh, it's a mimic. I got a mimic for a bed. All right. Yeah, I'm out. Especially when it like conforms perfectly to my shape. I'm like,
Right.
oh yeah.
And it makes it even more comfortable. And everyone has several hours of time. Hipley, are you going to knock on his door every 10 minutes?
Hey, here, I put you in a conundrum, right? You could cause me to lose money by letting me sleep, or you could rob that poor woman of 5 gold and just torment me. What do you want to do?
Are there windows? So there are windows outside the ship to their room, right?
Not that you can see as windows, but maybe. Because you're on the deck, you can't really see around the sides and stuff.
Because I can. Okay, because I was going to use fly to see if I can go around it, but
Oh.
you know what? I'm gonna let them sleep. I'm gonna fly by and see if there's a window for their room. But that's it. I'll just fly by and just see.
Okay. And there are windows. And they're windows that are like slivers between, the branches that make up the ship, rather than circles or squares. They're much more organic.
And as I see Eizen, can I see inside?
You can sleeping.
Creepy.
So as I see Eizen sleeping, I'm just gonna telepathically just say his name and then fly off back to the deck. Just like Eizen, and then just like a long, like drawn out, oh wow, just fly away.
You could
back
be
to the deck.
You could be a very scary stalker.
Not wrong.
All right,
He's not even drunk. You're right. He's sober. He's doing all these terrible things.
Eizen, in your sleep, you hear your name called, but maybe it's part of the dream. Maybe.
Hipley, leave me alone.
Hipley, make me a perception check.
Oh. Jeez, I'm rolling awesome. That's a big 8 right there.
Okay. All right. Nothing. So you land back on the deck, and the ship is really accelerating. You can really feel like these sales are really catching wind today. So that's a good thing. And it starts to get towards dusk. And you see that the moon, both of the moons are out tonight. Mave's in the distance, so the waves are a little bit rough, but they're not terrible. And after a while, you see the captain. She gathers her hat and heads down. You have the deck, Kurgan, and Kurgan, the dragon turtle-born, takes over the ship when she steps away. Are you still outside, or have you gone indoors, Hipley?
I've been outside.
Garen comes over to you. Are you going to be ready for your routine? I haven't seen you practicing, so perhaps you just know it.
True Master doesn't need to practice. No. His star does not need to practice. It's just his star's always ready. So
then let's go gather everybody up. Or do you want to get a drink first?
Oh, no.
Do you need a drink or not a drink?
Oh, no. You're not ready to see me with the drink, so no. Has it been long enough, though? Because I know they needed to rest a little bit, so...
We'll let them rest, and we'll go for food first.
Sounds good, especially if it's on your treat. That sounds lovely, so...
What are you hungry for?
Surprise me.
Be careful of that wish.
What is the weirdest thing you have? I'll take that. Whatever's the weirdest thing you can think. I'll take that.
You'll have to ask Ogden about that.
Okay.
The chef can do some amazing things and some terrible things. So be careful of that wish of the oddest thing. Let's head down. And she puts her arm over your shoulder. She's big. Let's eat. And crew starts following you all down. And you go into what is a really large galley. It's like, you've been on ships before, and normally the galleys are they're tight and cramped. This is more like a high school lunchroom, like a really big area with a little stage on one end. Tables are all over the place. All right, let's get some food. Victuals everyone, and the crew starts pouring in behind. Garen stands at the door and lets everyone in. Sorry, I'll eat in a little bit. Why don't you go get yourself a plate if you wish. Tell Ogden what you wish and what you want, and Ogden will hook you up.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you.
And everyone's getting in line, but they wait for you to go to the front of the line.
And I walk like a star to the front. Is it just me down here? Did anyone else come down too? Or is it just me down here?
No, just you. Of your group, just you.
Hip star. Walking like a star.
Mm-hmm. So I'll walk just like, look at that look, Chaz. I'm a star. I saw that look. So yes, I walk like a star to the front of the line. Just inside he's feeling like super uncomfortable, especially being down in the ship. But he's just like playing it off by looking super like a star. Ogden, I want you to get weird on me. Whatever the weirdest food item you can make, you surprise me, okay?
And Ogden is a lizard folk and hisses something, but nods yes. Goes into the back and
I never met Ogden, but they did, right? When on the field. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know that name. Okay. But I never met them. I got it.
I'll bring it out to you shortly.
Thank you.
You can have a seat on the guest table, and I'll make sure it's brought to you as soon as it's prepared. I'll have to spend a little time to get it ready.
No, I got time. So I was preparing for a show, so I appreciate it.
Your companions should be coming down soon. I believe that they're being told as we speak that the meal is being prepared.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Maybe they're special for them too. I mean, they're down to try different things as well, so.
Of course. Oh, does Jada take in food?
Oh, no, Jada does not. They do appreciate that. They do appreciate that, but they don't need that kind of sustenance.
I wasn't sure. I've only met very few people made of the materials of the earth, and none of them that I've met have taken food in the way that we take in food.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they don't need to,
but I have to continue feeding the rest, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course.
And of
Let's
course,
get back to it.
it works like a lunchroom, and they get trays, like they're more like plates with large lips, and their food is put on them. There are little bowls and stuff. This ship is fed better than any ship you've seen. There's a pretty sizable crew, and the feeding is good. Everyone seems to be getting a lot, and it seems to be pretty decent quality. And upstairs, another cabin steward comes. I'm here to take your place, but also you need to bring the rest of the guests down to the meals. And she goes, I think we should maybe let Eizen rest. He seemed like he really needed sleep more than sustenance. So, but I set this there. Hipley is not allowed to knock on the door. Please, it's very, very, very important to me and to him. It's important to me because it's so important to him. And he looks at her a little strangely, but he nods and agrees. Sure. And then on the rest of your doors, the door, someone knocks on the door. Dinner's up.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
How are you feeling, Cerridwen? Did the juice work?
Oh yeah, I feel great.
Awesome. I'll lead you all down when you come out.
Okay.
And she waits in the hall for all of you to come out.
I step out and I look very visibly stressed.
I go to Jesus and I'm like, what are you stressing out over?
I don't perform.
Well,
Me
not
either.
yet. It's too early. Meal. We have to eat first.
I whisper to her, I can give you enhanced ability. It's fine.
That doesn't help with the emotional inside.
It's just a bit of fun. It'll be good for you. Just silly.
Think of it this way: you can't do much worse than Hipley dancing.
Whoa. I knew you were a comedian.
That wasn't a joke.
It was funny though. And she heads down and brings you to the galley, and it is a huge galley. It is unexpectedly large. And the when she gets in, there's somebody who says their table's already set up and they have food coming already. Ah, you're getting something special. Nice. So your friend Hipstar is already there. I'll take you to the table. And she takes you to the table, and Hipstar is sitting there and alone, and all the rest of the crew are sort of taking different seats throughout the galley, getting different kinds of, sitting all in little cliques and groups, what have you, all over the place.
And before Hipley notices you, just see him kind of staring off super, just like intently, seriously, until like off and like just nothing. And then you notice you and kind of just see like a smile appear. Hey.
You're a trooper.
I mean, we're performing tonight, so Hipstar's always chipper, so.
I didn't know that you like to dance.
Well, I like to dabble in many artistic pursuits that I didn't like to talk about, but why not?
But I'm excited.
5 beers, please. Me. For me.
They start
Don't know
bringing
if
beer.
that is safe for your constitution.
If I'm being made to perform, I'm gonna need it.
Oh,
And they
you
bring the
guys don't
beers
have to.
over.
I didn't mean to rope you guys. You don't.
You very much meant to, and I start chugging back the first one.
And the server who brings the beer over is, don't worry. It won't even matter. From what I've heard, you can't get a bear drunk. Enjoy your beers.
That's what I'm
Who
What?
said that?
Okay, I'm going with it. Yes. Yeah, it makes sense. You know, with the bears, like with their constitution, their natural toxins, like just eliminate all of, like, they just can't get drunk. It makes sense.
No. Fermented berries, I've... And I
You
drink
don't
back the
actually-
second one.
You don't actually know whether they can get drunk or not. You've never been drunk as a bear.
No, but it's Deesa's drinking right now.
Yep.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, Deezus knows how to get drunk. For sure. And you go through all of this, and plates are brought out to all of you. And on the plate, they're trays actually with bowls and plates. First, there's some bread, which is nice, and it's warm and it smells good. The chef asked me to, and then Ogden arrives. I'll take care of them. So for your meal tonight, Hipley asked me to make you something unusual, something you've never had. So I went with some oddities, even by our own standards. I hope you're okay with this. So I have roe soup, which is made of fish roe with citrus peel and orzo, which is a type of very small pasta. It comes from Mirador and is just delightful. Some of the roe have been crushed to allow the insides to thicken the sauce, and there is basil and parsley to give it some herbal essence. With that, a homemade sourdough bread, of course, and there's also some eel that we have. These are called dental eels. They have been fried. Their inner teeth have been removed so that you don't have to concern yourselves with any toxins or what have you. So you should be good to go there. And with that, a black octopus. I forgot the term for what it is. Ink sauce. Enjoy. And there are spoons and two forked forks for everyone, and knives. I would suggest a wine. It pairs very well with either a white or a rosé wine. We do have some wine here on the ship. Mostly people drink ale and beer, but for you, I'm sure the captain would be perfectly okay with you enjoy splitting a bottle if you wished.
I want wine.
I would say so. And could you save a bowl for Eizen? He's resting, but could you, if possible?
Of course, I will prepare one for Eizen when Eizen awakens.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And seriously, thank you for this. I really appreciate the effort. It looks good. Thank you.
And Ogden's tongue hisses out a couple of times, and what kind of like a smile, but it's hard to tell on a lizard face.
If I do short rest, can I get a spell back? Because I will do. No, I don't have tongues. Never mind. I have comprehend languages, but I think that's different. Oh no, yes, I can understand. I can get back spell slots if I do a short rest, right? Because if I can, I will use it to. Okay. Yep. Then I'll do it so that I can do comprehend languages and understand what they're saying in their tongue.
Actually, Ogden is very excited that someone wanted something special. most of the time they're making very strict, specific meals, and this was nice. And she said, I have to get back to serving, though, and
Yeah, of course.
the
But
crew must be taken care of. Yes?
Thank you. Yeah, truly, and like I said, truly do appreciate it. Thank you.
And heads back to feeding. And what do you all do with your roe and orzo soup?
I eat it.
I dig in. I'm like,
Yeah. And once I see Dwen take a bite, I take a bite.
that's,
It's a
Yeah, she's
special
not-
texture.
Oh,
And
that's
flavor.
different. But I don't mind it.
And that ink, wow. It's very, it's actually kind of inky.
Didn't know that was edible.
Well, it might not be, but we'll see. Our digestion will see tonight. So,
We're living tonight.
Yeah.
Is food always this dangerous to consume?
I mean, if you don't, honestly, if you don't cook it right, I mean,
Yeah, any food can be made dangerous.
True. No, you can make it dangerous. Huh?
That seems so hazardous.
I mean,
Well, it's hazardous if we don't eat.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
killed if you do,
True,
killed
not
if you
eating is
don't.
hazardous. And Eizen, how long are you going to sleep?
As long as I need. I mean, you tell me, Scott. How
You've-
long would he
you've
sleep
slept-
after lose vitality and running on fumes already?
Yeah, I mean you get at least a short rest in before it becomes mealtime. You can choose to skip the meal if you want, but somebody will eventually knock on your door.
Yeah, I'd probably do it maybe halfway through mealtime. I'd wake up. Maybe the smells of the food
Sure.
wakes me
Okay.
from my sleep. I'd make my way down, and as I go out the door, I'll give it a 5 coin.
And
Give
it's
it
a
a
different
5 gold.
it's a different person there.
Oh, well, then I wouldn't give it to them.
They
I'd-
still take it.
No. I go to reach in as I'm coming out, and then I realize, where's the? What was I didn't
He
catch
looks
the
at you and
captain
goes,
assistant's name.
She asked me to hold it for her.
No,
Maybe
I don't even care.
Okay.
because my thing is Eisen has dealt with enough with shady people that he just doesn't
Yeah.
trust people in general to be good Samaritans.
you know that he's caught you reaching for your pocket and then caught yourself, but knew it was enough to maybe there was a chance it was a tip or something.
No, but when I see her, I'll let her know that you were willing to hold on to it for as she requested.
Okay. No need for that. I'll let her know.
No need. Oh, fair. I'm gonna go eat now.
And he slides the chair back into its alcove.
And as I
close
start
the
to take
door
a step,
after.
I turn around and I'll toss him a gold coin for your efforts.
His eyes bug eye. Oh, thank you. And you the gal. I'll take you to the galley, sir. And he walks.
Well, I don't know where it is, so yeah.
He walks you down, and when you get there, your friends are sitting at a table eating something different from the rest of the crew. The food in here smells pretty appetizing, and the breads smell really good, like they're fresh.
What's on like is like the food on the table for the crew, or is it like, are they having plates brought to them as well?
No, there's actually a line where they would walk through to get food, but your friends are sitting. And
Yeah, I just get in the line.
Do we see Eisen?
yeah, you see him come in.
Oh, Eisen, come on! I got you. I got you a bowl. Come on, telepathy.
I see what you're eating, and I'm gonna stick to the rolls.
And Ogden comes over.
It's pretty good, actually.
I have prepared your meal, Master Eisen. Please have a seat with your friends.
I'll
It was
eat
very
that,
exciting to.
I'll grab some of this as well. You know, I like to have a little bit of variety.
I'll have another plate brought over. You don't seem like someone who would eat that much, but if you wish, I'll bring you another plate.
I recently lost a little bit of weight.
Trying
Reverting to my
to keep up
vitality.
appearances. Yes. I see.
Trying to gain some of it back.
And your plate gets put down in front of your chair. Would you like the wine also with your friends?
No wine. I'll just have, good old ale.
As you wish. And ale is brought over, and you have a beautiful bowl of roe soup with orzo, squid ink, sauce, bread.
Yeah.
Delicious looking.
Yeah. Yeah, the bread's about the best looking thing on that plate for me.
It is the best looking part.
So what I'll do is I'll sample a little bit of each, and then I'll kind of mess with it. Looks like I've eaten more than what I did, and then I'll eat the regular food.
Interestingly, in Torbay, they eat a lot of seafoods, so it is probably not as offensive to you as you're making it sound.
Okay, well, if that's the case, no, I'm assuming that I probably wouldn't have eaten stuff like this, but if I have, then I probably would sit down and just enjoy it.
Okay.
Dig right in. Like it's a normal meal for me.
And it's
I'm watching Eizen very carefully to see if he keels over.
It's like eating bubble tea, except with a gross taste. No, not a gross taste. With not a bubble tea taste.
I see Jada staring at me. What did they do to my food? I mean, they're really looking at me like they're waiting for something to happen.
We had a talk about food being bad and poisonous, and I'm like halfway through my 4th glass. Don't mind it.
Gross. So you just wait. You have hopes. Got it. And I just go back to eating.
Well, it's going to be a start to a lovely trip, I think. I mean, all things considered.
So, yeah.
Thanks for going for 12. Eizen, are you gonna do your magic tricks?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You do magic tricks?
the best.
Boy.
Sort of. Street performance. When I was younger, I, did a little bit of street performance. It was, pick up a thing here and there,
Oh, that's so
And
delightful.
And as he says that, like, you see, like, in his hand, like, he has, like, the fork, and then it's not there, kind of thing.
Wow.
Amazing.
The more we find out about you, wow. Huh.
Gotta make money somehow.
And then you hear Garen.
Hand raise.
Yes.
Hi. This is kind of a tiny little like retroactive thing. Can I have done an insight check on Hipley for just a little bit before this conversation? Just like a tiny bit. Okay.
Do it.
Uh-oh, Hipley.
What are you checking for?
Whoa.
What's my insight? Oh, that's better than it was. 21.
Oh.
What are you checking for?
What are you checking?
I think that they just kind of picked up on something being a little bit off. But
Let me
not
do.
sure what.
I got you. Then let me go ahead and roll
Deception.
something then.
You want to deceive?
16. So whatever it was.
Something's off. There's something going on
Yeah.
here. A little bit, maybe. And you
You
hear a
can
bell.
see it somewhat. You can see it like almost like in like the vacant stares that have, like he does every now and then, just like off into nothing. And, like the smell kind of fades a little bit, kind of just glances off into nothing, and but only for a split second. You're just really good at noticing this because you pick up like things like rhythms and beats, and so you know it's just like a split second off that you can kind of see.
I'm gonna nudge your foot with my foot under the table.
Ouch! What the? Okay, your foot is hard. Like this is flesh. Like
I failed to take that into consideration. I apologize.
it's okay. You just broke like a toe bone, but it's fine.
Will you still be able to dance?
Yeah, so always the pain only makes it better. So Add it to the routine. Oof.
And you hear a bell. Ding, 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 ding. And Garen stands up. I just want to say thank you to our friends that are going to be performing later this evening. Everyone drink up, but we will be entering the Mayapalian Sea this eve, so belts will have to be worn from here out until further notice, after the performances, of course. Would all of you like to stand up and just say your names, let everyone know who you are and what you'll be doing for them this evening? Everyone, I can tell you, is very excited. The carousel is always looking for new riders.
Well, carousel's down. Oh, yes.
Do you want to go first, Hipstar?
Oh, no, you're good. You're
Okay.
the true musician.
The way you said it was so funny.
I stand up. Hi, I'm Cerridwen. You probably know what I do, but I'll tell you if you don't. I'm going to be playing on the cruise today. Giving you a bunch of jigs and some shanties, and I'll be accompanying my friends on their own performances.
Will there be opportunities to drink during the shanties?
What shanty doesn't have drinking in it?
Cheering, clapping.
She waves and then sits down.
And a pregnant pause. It's a very obvious pregnant pause, and no one wants to stand and say.
I'll stand up, Hipstar. So Hipstar's gonna stand up like, hello, everybody. My name is Hipstar. So, just listen, Jada. Just like, yes. Will be your entertainment tonight. So, little avant-garde dance. So, prepare yourselves. Mind, body, and soul, okay? Sits back down dramatically.
And Garen's like, yes, avant-garde dance. I don't even know what that means, and it sounds fantastic. Who's next? And thank you, Hipstar. And Cerridwen, of course.
I stand up, beer nearly done, my fifth one, visibly entirely nervous.
More beer for Odysseus, obviously. There's an attempt here for something, and we all know what. And there's a big wink. We'll help you out.
They say my name. I'm gonna bear. And I sit down.
Odysseus is gonna bear for us. Something, I suppose. That should be interesting. Thank you, Odysseus. And
I stand up. I'm Jada.
yes, Jada.
I sit back down.
And Jada is here.
The comedy.
The deadpan comedy of the Warforged.
I think Eizen stands up and just chugs his ale, slams it down. I'm Eizen, and I do things. And then I sit down.
The
Yeah,
mystery.
doing things.
A mystery.
The mystery of the man from Torbay. There's no mystery in anybody from Torbay.
I'm not from Torbay.
Oh, from a man not from Torbay.
And the mystery deepens.
I think when that person says that, announces it to the entire crew that I'm from Torbay, I sit down and I'm like kind of watching the crew to see if anybody's looking more closely at me.
Hard to tell. I mean, everyone's looking at you and eating and looking at you and eating and smiling and laughing.
But now I'm on edge.
And you do catch, Eizen, you think there's actually money slipping hands between some of the people in the crew. And you've seen that before. They're gambling about something.
Who will perform the best?
Who can actually do stuff?
It's gonna be twin. It's gonna be twin.
Oh God, yeah. Well,
Well, I mean, do have bad rolls. No, I lean over conspiratorially to the table. So who wants enhanceability?
Well, I mean, how much you offer? I mean, how much?
Okay, proper one. I could do 3.
Oh. I mean, I obviously don't need it, but I mean, it's if you wanted to stow it upon me, I won't say no. But I don't actually. I believe I believe my dancing skills. You give it to them too.
I don't need it. I'll be fine.
Okay. I will give it to...
Well, then I'll take it. But Eizen's not going to. I'll take it then.
Jada, are you going to be doing anything?
You want it for yourself?
Maybe, but...
Then keep it.
Okay.
I don't need it. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay, so she'll, just, what she'll do is she'll pull out her crew to pretend she's, like, tuning it, and that's really how she casts enhanceability. So, we're getting Eagle Splendor for Desus and myself and Hibley. You get advantage on your charisma checks.
Are you doing this now or like before the performance? I'm assuming.
Now, because the performance is coming up. At least I think it is. Enhanceability lasts an hour.
Yeah. Scott, before we do anything, is the girl that was, the cabin assistant here?
Yeah, she's sitting somewhere and eating.
I'm gonna go over there to her.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to slide 5 coin to her, and then I'm gonna lean in. So I'll throw in an extra gold if you can tell me what they're all betting about.
Oh, they're betting on who's going to have the best performance. And right now,
Oh my God.
Cerridwen is winning by just a... If you bet against Cerridwen, you will get great odds.
Gotcha. Well, I'm never going to bet against Cerridwen. I've seen her perform, so...
Yeah, we've all heard, so...
The
But
fool and the money
we're
so
not...
hard.
Some people are betting, and, the other ways. Because everyone else is an unknown element.
Yeah, they all have their talents.
Thank you.
All right. And I'll give her an extra coin for that as well.
When you come back, I'm just like drunkenly druid crafting forget-me-nots in Dwen's hair. Like, oh, the blue color of them is so good on you. And then I start braiding her hair.
And,
Yes, dear, thank you. You gotta look good for the performance.
and Malona comes over to the table. That is the Triton. I have for you your belts. You will need to wear these after the performance. And if the ship gets rough, you'll need to wear them during the performance. But I think we're far enough away that you won't need to until afterward.
Okay.
And there are belts made of like silver. It is silver. It's like a chainmail belt, not very wide, and then the front has like a weird like half orb that it snaps around.
I look at Malona. What does it do?
Oh, it keeps you safe on the ship so you don't fall off. The ride may be rough tonight. Mave will be high by the time we hit the Neapolitan Sea. Neapolitan Sea, not my Neapolitan. Neapolitan Sea, and when we transition to it. So,
All right. Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds like a trap.
We'll be the first one we've been on.
And about 10 minutes later, you see that the stage actually has a curtain that starts to open.
Uh-huh.
And there is a moonbeam coming from a hole in the center above it, creating sort of a nice spotlight. Probably not a completely natural spotlight, probably assisted. And Garen comes over. Are you all ready? The stage is yours.
All right, perfect.
Alright, who's going first?
Excellent. So you'll be playing with or without Hipley's dance performance, or will you be doing music first and then assisting with his dance?
We were supposed to be choreographed.
It's just like,
Yes. You. I think you have choreographed it via liquid.
Yes, it's the only way to choreograph. That's how all the.
I think I'll get the crowd warmed up.
And then we'll come in. We'll know when to come
And
in.
then when you feel the right moment, it's your time, you jump on.
And there are chairs being put up on the stage behind the center, like off to the side. So each of you has your own chair.
This is Harkins?
What?
Hendrix. Here we go, Hendrix. Okay. So Dwayne gets up on the stage, Dwayne, and she says,
Well,
"Good evening, Hendrix Carousel! Are you ready for some playing?" And then she just like screeches down her crew. She's like, "Let's start with something fast!" And she just busts into like something like a really fast jig.
make me a performance check at advantage because they've all been drinking, so it won't even take that much.
We have advanced ability, so is that triple damage getting?
6.
19?
Yeah. Okay. The music is just. You're definitely on tonight, and you're feeling it because everyone is really into it.
Yeah.
It's not like, I mean, it's like a festival. Like, they are really, like, they're drinking and singing and cheering you on. More people are coming in, more crew people are coming in when they hear the music start to play. And the ship starts to, the galley starts to fill up nicely. Malone starts moving all of the rest of you up to the stage so you can take your seats. So Malone, do you need assistance, Thesis? And he puts his hand out. I think
I'm good. Everybody's just moving. It's fine.
We are moving. We're on a ship.
Yeah, it's cool. I feel it.
I see.
I'll be here to make sure you get to your seat. And he walks with all of you up to your seats. And basically, it's like you get to sit at the back of the stage behind whoever's performing. And then when you finish performing, you go and sit down. So you get to look at the whole crowd enjoying your performance or the others' performances. It's really very nice, very cool. Unless you have stage fright.
Jesus, are you sure you want to? I mean, you don't want to.
I'm
Have to.
some number of drinks in. Yeah, and is there still drinks around us? Does Eizen have a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eizen totally has a drink, and you can I can see as he's about to drink it, just snatching it out of his hand.
No. I just look like I do something because choreographed fluid, and then I shape water the ale out of the cup, and it turns into a bear. And I approach the stage all in my drunkenness, and there's this bear of ale following me.
Okay, can you make me a D100 roll, please?
I do 100 roll.
Oh.
As soon as Desus walks on, I change tunes to a shanty.
4.
Whoa.
That's either really good or really bad.
Yeah. Does my bear look like a bear?
So when you
as
do
they
this,
try and shape
instead of
with
water
it?
blowing out, you get entangled in this plant growth that you inadvertently create around you, and it is strangling tight. Not strangling you, but on your wrists and arms, and you're thinking water's supposed to be coming out, and suddenly you're caught in your plants.
I don't even have this prepared today. And then I just wild shape in a bear.
And Darren comes up. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you. The ship is magical. And when you perform magics on the ship, there's a very good chance that you may get what you expect, but you may get something else. So I think you may have just got something else because you look very surprised, Desus.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't have this ready to do today.
It happens to the
Feels
best
like-
of us.
A piece of relevant information you should have shared.
Yeah, it would have
before.
been.
We did a couple spells already, though. Do we need to retcon anything? Because
No,
we
it's
did
okay.
enhance ability. Okay.
I've rolled
Mine
a few
was just
things.
a cantrip.
I've rolled a few things.
Oh. Wow. Zero trust. Is Thesis still going? Is Thesis still?
Desus is
I'm
hung
entangled.
up inside the plants.
Can I? So I want to go out there. Can I help free them and then go into my dance? Can I? Is it possible to help them dramatically?
Oh, I got a
It's your
plan.
interpretive dance.
Mm-hmm. It's all part
Yeah,
of
it just takes
So-
it is very hard to get untangled, particularly when you're drunk. So probably she will not get out without your assistance.
Unless
Someone's
they go into
assistance.
bear form, right? Are you doing the bear form? Or just gonna stay? Or are you trying to get yourself out?
I'm seeing what my strongest form is.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a whale.
I wish. No, it's looking like it's a bear with a strength of 19. Brown bear. So wild shape into a brown bear. And I try and break out of the entanglement with a big old bear hiccupy roar.
And you hiccup roar and tear through your own plant entanglement. Well, not yours, but the one you inadvertently created. And people start backing away when they see you tear through because they're not sure whether you're being violent or just trying to get out of the plants. Make me a performance check, Desus.
With advantage, because you got that enhanced
Oh no,
ability.
Desus does not have advantage.
Well, enhanced
She has a
ability.
straight roll.
Oh darn.
What?
Come on.
Can I give her a bardic inspiration?
You could. Yes, you could.
Oh no!
Is
Almost
that
like
a 1?
No, it's at a, it's a, what's my performance? It would be at a 13,
add a d8.
adding a d8. It's an 8, so 21.
Hey!
No.
And you bust out, and everyone backs up like, and then you roll over and land on your feet, and they're like, ah, and cheering and clapping for you. Make me a con save, please.
Yeah. Let's do a different die. Yeah. 9.
9, very nice. So
Wait, it's bears for con, because that's physical.
yeah, bear. Yeah, you'll.
11.
So Hipla, you're standing there. The bear rips through. You smell booze even from the bear,
Wow.
and it starts to wobble.
I'm gonna capture and lay them softly on the ground, like it's part of the routine first, so just kind of.
I am a large beast.
I'm gonna
So-
try.
Make me a strength save, Hipley.
Yo,
Bird.
part of the act. It's okay. Oh my god. It's okay. That's a 5. So I'm gonna go
So
like
you-
it's supposed to happen.
Right, you go to smoothly catch the bear as it falls and smashes you.
Right to the ground, and I go right to my routine. Then so I kind of swept to the
And
ground.
everybody in the audience starts laughing, like just hysterically.
And then I get up slowly, like I kind of roll off the bear, kind of get up slowly, and go right to my routine. And so I'm just dancing. So I'm just imagining the one time I caught my mom, like Hipley's mom, like dancing, like with reckless abandon, like she didn't know he was there. And the only time he saw her kind of really like kind of let loose and just dance like no one was watching, it didn't make sense at all. It was just like nonsensical, but she was like feeling it. So he's gonna mimic that and just dance with reckless abandon,
Oh,
just
nice.
whatever he's feeling.
Performance check.
I start playing Smoke on the Water.
Yes. Yes.
And I'll
On the Kruth.
on the cruise. Yeah, on the cruise.
Ooh, thank God for advantage. That's a 20.
Oh wow, yeah, you actually, your your reckless abandon dancing has everybody very excited, and the hall, like the whole galley, tables get shoved to the walls, and your dance, it's really odd. You get this weird feeling of joy when you see everybody else start dancing because of your dancing.
And as I go on, I kind of rip off my shirt and cast fly myself, so wings kind of spread out, and I add like an act just like in the air kind of dance too. So I kind of just transition to the sky.
Can you roll me a D100, please?
Oh, yes. I mean, where is it on Beyond? There we go. Yo, oh, that's a 91. Instant death.
And you are dancing, and suddenly your shoes, they fuse to the ground like they're become plant material and are stuck.
I do the Michael Jackson lean. So like, I kind of like my feet are stuck, so I'm just like, I go with this sort of kind of like lean super far forward.
And people are in awe at what you just did. That is a really kind of amazing move. You don't fly though. You just do the lean, and it looks awesome.
Like I just kind of dance right there where I can. Then so it's kind of like recklessly just like moving, stuck in place.
Yeah, you could slip your feet out if you wanted, or you can take advantage of the anchor.
I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna use the anchoring for some sick moves. So I'll keep the anchor.
Desus, what are you doing? You wake up, and you're lying flat on the stage, looking at everybody dancing, and there's kind of a spinning going on. Like maybe they're dancing in certain. No, you're drunk, and it's the bad spinning.
I'm just now belly crawling across the stage. Like,
They love it.
And then if I hit an edge, I just roll off.
You roll off the front, and you roll off, onto your back, and are just lying there on the back. And people start coming over and like taking your paws and trying to dance with you, and it doesn't take long before they start spinning you on the floor. Like dancing, but spinning like you're in the middle of the spin. It's so wonderful for them.
Do you guys remember, and you ever watched the original Sandlot?
Yes.
The kids all put in the chew and they get on the ride and they start spinning around. They just start hurling on everybody.
Yep.
That's literally where my mind went when you said they were spinning.
Oh, gross.
Can you make a con save?
We just had some ink soup and the one had like 6 beers. What's the problem? I don't see a problem.
11.
Oh boy.
Well, you hold it, but boy, it's making you nauseous, this spinning thing.
Yep. No, I am a large bestial bear, so I go down on all fours and start making my way to the deck.
Super valid.
To the deck or the stage?
I'm getting out of here. And I'm a bear. No one can stop me.
No one stops you. They do get out of your way. But they do talk to you as you go. You don't want to dance with us anymore? You're amazing. You're so amazing. Come back. That was awesome. Tongue. Okay, so they get out of your way. And they turn back to stage and the ones that were watching you, they just sort of let you meander your way back up the stairs and everything. We'll figure out whether you get up the stairs or not in a minute. Hipley, you are really making quite a show, and they're just very impressed.
I do like the wacky inflatable arm man as I'm stuck there, so kind of just like full on, just like letting like the letting the music just take me.
Cerridwen, this is probably an amusing sight from behind them.
Oh yeah, she's having a blast. She's She looks at Hipley. She notices that his feet are stuck to the stage. She goes, "Okay, yeah, that was a good move, to just roll with it." And then like sees Jesus being spun and is like,
Yeah.
but then Jesus leaving, and she just kind of feels bad. Like, oh, I was hoping to go with her.
Eisen, what are you
Play.
and Jada, what are you two doing sitting in your seats watching these performances by the rest of your players? Thank you, Blue Collar DM, for raiding with people from your show tonight. Awesome having you here again. We're in the middle of Dance Dance Revolution fantasy style.
You gotta change the title of the episode to that. It has to be that now.
I used to rock that game.
I think Eisen, while we're sitting here, forgetting who he's sitting next to, just kind of goes, "What did he get us into?"
It's good for him.
Yeah, that we can agree on.
But surprisingly, Hipley is killing it. When his shoes stuck and he moved with it, he did some things you didn't even know were. I mean, they were kind of cool moves.
Yeah, it seems like something from the future,
Yeah. Way in the future.
Way in the future.
It's like he's walking on the moon.
What? Going to the moon? That sounds fake.
We
Which
did, didn't
moon?
we?
Yeah,
Didn't we
which
kind of do
moon?
that?
So fake.
Yeah.
Technically, we did go to the moon.
Go to the
So-
moon.
We just
did.
don't know it in character.
Yeah. Yeah, Jada is going to like acknowledge Eisen and just be like, "Could be good for you too," and then stands up and goes to the stage. Oh my gosh! So the entire time that everyone was like doing their performances, Jada has been wrapping like a piece of cloth around their rope dart and has doused it in oil. And they're going to go to the stage and just kind of like look at Hipley and be like, "Are you done?
Blade playing like a whip, like a old man, just like just looks.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
Good. I'll try not to hit you. And then I will.
No, hit me. That'd be even cooler. Do it.
No,
That'd be.
I promise you it would not be cool. And I will light my rope dart on fire.
Okay.
And I will go through one of my dances. So rope darts are really cool. They're like they can be a form of martial arts, but they can also be a form of dance. And so I think that Jay would probably know a couple of like dance like forms basically.
Okay.
And would go through them in a very deadpan sort of way, but it's still really beautiful
And methodic.
and methodic. Yes.
Twin changes the pace of the music to go with Jada's dancing.
Yeah, it would be a slower.
Yeah, she
The
sees.
slower smoke on the water.
Yeah. And you'll get a bardic inspiration as she adjusts.
Thanks.
All right. So can I get a performance check from you, Jada? I don't think you've ever made a performance check.
I don't think so either. Where's my D10? There you are. Okay, let's see how I do.
Come on. Nat 20. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Awesome.
Roll that D8. Roll that D8.
Hold on, I had to take a picture. Holy snickerdoodles.
Jada, can you make me a charisma save?
Charisma save?
Yeah.
Why?
Do it.
That
You're
was
not allowed to have that crit.
So you got
So
a
that's
6.
Still have a D8.
so it's a 29 total.
Everyone
holy
else, you don't realize it, but the rest of your party actually sees the corners of your mouth go up a little bit. And it is very apparent that that is a smile. I mean, it's very subconscious, but you know you're performing just
What the?
like you're killing it up there. It is the perfect, best dance you've ever done, even when you were young and doing it with the Prince and Lu Shi when they were teaching you, because this dance, I suspect, was part of learning to use your tools and your weapons. And everyone is the dancing slows down and they're kind of in awe, like with the fire flying around you and around it. And Cerridwen, you've never seen Jada do this. You've never seen Hipley do this. Desus did what you expected.
And they're valid.
But we saw Jada kind of smile though. Did everyone kind of see it that or no? Because
everyone may have seen it, but no one would have noticed it except the rest of the party.
Yeah, there's like a split second where Dwin sees the smile and almost misses a note. Oh.
Yeah. By the way, for my charisma save, I rolled a 3. So.
Oh yeah, they saw it for sure.
Yeah. So cool. Jada finishes, and then I think the like little flourish that they do is like a. Yeah, they're just gonna cut Hipley out of the vines. Yeah, so they just kind of like they finish and then they do like a little flick of their wrist and the vines cut Hipley loose and then they catch it. The fire kind of sputters out a bit and then they bow very formally.
As soon as they do that, I'm gonna fly. Can I fly? As soon as they do it, can I cast fly, or is that my spell turn into the shoes being stuck?
Your spell turned into the shoe being stuck.
Well, I dance away.
Okay.
Barefoot.
And it goes like dead silent at the end of your performance, and then it's just like a rising crescendo of and clapping and cheering for you, which that's never happened to you probably.
No.
Oh my gosh, a new experience.
This is very weird. Yeah, Jada just kind of like still expressionless.
And then you hear there's a slow chant. You hear magic, 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 magic.
Play with them.
I think as
step back for Eizen.
Yeah, as you're stepping, like, are you coming down like off the thing?
Yeah, I'll come down.
As you come down,
I'm gonna go find Desus after this. But yes, go ahead.
As you come down, I don't even know how to follow that. Thanks a lot. Very good though. Very good.
And I'd be with Jada trying to find Desus too, because that's
And yeah, as I step up on stage, Eizen turns and he goes, "Hello, all you delightful faces. Now, I will admit that my performance is nowhere near as spellbinding as my companions, but I promise you, when we are done, you will be wiser and be able to avoid losing money in the future."
Start
And
playing suspenseful music.
Yeah, they go silent. There's like no talking. Like,
how many of you have ever seen street performers who do the 3-cup trick? I would assume these guys would see that because they'd be
most of them. They just, like a bunch of them raise their hands.
Yeah.
All but maybe the youngest, maybe children or something.
How many of you have lost money against one of these performers?
And most of the hands stay up.
I lost my life savings.
Tonight we learn the difference between magic tricks and actual magic. And as I do that, I will summon one of my knives and just throw it right into the ground. And as soon as they see the knife appear in my hand and hit the ground, and they look at the knife in the ground's gone. Like it, because I can do that with my cloak. So the magic trick versus actual magic.
Yeah.
And I'm basically going to bring somebody up. I'm going to do the 3-cup trick them. I have everybody kind of laughing. But then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show them how people do the trick, so that way they understand how the trick actually works. So they don't get scammed in the That is evil.
You're Penn and Tellering this.
Yes, I'm Penn and Tellering this. Ooh. So we're doing the trick. We're having some laughs as people are like falling and doing the stuff. And then now I ask you, Scott, would this be sleight of hand or performance for me?
I think it would be. I think that the trick itself is sleight of hand, but getting them to like love it and buy into it is performance.
Okay. All right, so we'll do the sleight of hand first.
A bardic inspiration with my suspenseful music.
Since the crowd is so excited, would that still be advantage to the crowd still hyped, technically, kind of, from Jada? I'm just saying they're still pretty high.
Don't use my performance to give him advantage.
All right. So I'm going to do the sleight of hand first because I'm actually doing the trick.
It's a D10. Can I reroll? I'm just kidding. I'm just
But
kidding.
no, they're due.
I'm probably gonna save, unless I roll really badly here. I'm gonna save this for the actual performance because I have a plus 13 to sleight of hand. So
Okay.
Watch a 1.
I rolled a natural 16 plus 13,
29.
so 29 for the actual sleight of hand trick,
Yeah.
showing them how it works, and then. You see things like a pyramid. It doesn't
totally
even look
works.
like it's physically possible, like what I'm doing
Right.
as I'm doing these tricks. And then, so for the performance, all right.
Come on.
And I don't have advantage, right?
Correct.
All right, let me go my D10. I'm just going to roll the D10 with it. All right. Ooh. All right. It's not a natural 20, but it is definitely over 20 because I rolled an 18 plus 7 plus 1. So,
26.
yeah,
Dang.
there you go. So, yeah, the magic finger at the end of the thing.
What was your total roll, Jada? You had a nat 20, but what was the rest?
The total was 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Cerridwen, what was yours?
It's a 19.
19 total. Okay.
Yeah.
So Garen comes up. Oh my gosh, what a night we're having. I'm a little torn on who may have won, but I think we know who the two contestants are.
Wait, we're competing with each other.
Cerridwen, can you stand in for Jada? Jada seems to have stepped out for a moment.
Well, okay.
Come
Walk
forward,
over.
please. And Garen looks around. All right, can I get a show of hands for whether you think Eizen had the best performance tonight? And you get a loud, like,
I'm pointing at Jada, like, because he was really impressed with her performance,
then-
or with their performance.
and then she puts her hand out and it's like not high enough. And like, or was it Jada? This is a proxy for Jada. And like, and it just rises and it just becomes a booming, clapping, cheering. And even though Eisen's was good, like very good, it's obvious Jada like had a performance that they were all like enthralled the most by. Well, that's it. We have Jada as the performance winner tonight. That is, you all were amazing. And then the ship rocks, like it lurches sideways. Jada, you're out in the hall and you find Desus sort of stumbling up the stairs. Desus, make me a dex check at disadvantage.
Oof.
All right, it's straight for the bear. Yeah. Okay, 14. The other one was a nat 20.
So
It's so sad.
I'm sorry.
the bear is
So
stumbling
terrible.
up the stairs. You can't really walk next to Desus, but you can walk behind Desus. And you can tell these stairs are really, really
I'll be
a
pushing her from
problem
behind.
for Desus.
Plaiting their flank like it's okay.
And I'd probably a little bit behind. Like I'd be like, so I'd be kind of trailing them. When I see them, I don't know how fast they're going.
You wouldn't have been there yet. You would be heading across the floor, the area, and you see that Desus is sort of stuck on what is one of the most complicated pieces of technology ever invented: the doorknob. And really,
When you don't have a thumb, it's pretty complicated.
Here, just let me and then I will climb on top of Desus.
okay.
just
Desus
kinda
barely
like-
notices.
Hang over her shoulder and get the doorknob for them.
And
Good
when
job.
you open the door and Desus sort of slides out onto the deck and like lifts. You're on her back still, and you get out there and the door swings closed. Hipley, you get to the bottom of the stairs and you head up. The two of you notice something very unusual, though. All of the world seems to be black and white outside of the ship. And the ocean looks more like a smooth piece of glass than waves and water.
I just with both paws bring Jada in.
And can you make me a con save, please, Desus?
Reach in and then just barf.
Please don't barf on me.
Better this time. 17.
Nope, no barf. You held it.
Yay. Thank God.
And you feel the ship moving at an... It feels like it is really moving at an incredible pace. Hipley, you open the door a moment later, and you see the two of them, and you see the same thing going on. And Jada and Hipley, you both notice that the crew people that are up here, they're wearing some of those belts, and there's like a blue glow between the half ball on the front of it and the ship. As they're walking around, it's like it stays connected to the ship.
What the? Are you seeing? Did I take something in the ink? I think the inks have an effect.
Don't believe so if you're referring to the fact that we are moving incredibly quickly and that everything looks very strange out here.
What happened to the color? What in the... Desus, are you... I see Desus just like motioning, just... Yeah, I agree.
Me too. Perhaps we should wear those boots.
But they're so garish looking.
I know.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah.
The belt won't
on.
fit on Desus.
No, and I'm like and bear trying to like pat myself.
It'll fit around Desus' arm.
Oh, there we
You
go.
can put it on her. You can put it on her arm. I'll put it on her back leg.
I hug Jada. Just head on top.
Desus is very heavy.
Aww.
I will pat her neck.
Desus' breath is...
Yeah, you
you're
feel
not
like a
bothered
bear
by
tongue
smells,
licking
actually.
your
I was gonna
hair.
say, yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever it is.
Well, can Jada smell? I forget.
That's a good question. I don't remember.
Did we determine they have sensory
they do have
like?
sense-
Yes, I think
Inputs.
they can smell. Yes, I don't know if
I
they.
remember it.
Your first beer breath. Your first.
Bear breath.
I don't know if it's the first, but like yeah. I don't think because like the thing is that like they don't consume things, so I don't think they find things disgusting because that
Right.
like that function is to keep you from like intaking bad stuff, right? So
True. Yeah.
I have to ask though, if this is not your first bear breath,
You
was
beer breath, not bear
Okay.
beer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to say like some questions here.
Like,
Say you're not a
defense.
storyteller. Time to tell a story.
I don't know. I've been around for a really long time.
And down in the hall, Cerridwen and Eizen, you see everyone start putting the belts on really quickly. I mean, they're not like freaking out or anything. They're just, but you can see they're like moving quickly, put the belts on. and the cabin assistant runs the belts up to you. Oh, you need your belts. Where are your friends? Do they have their belts?
I hope so.
I don't know. When I put the belt on,
And as soon as you put it on, you see a glow go from the ball of the belt to the floor.
I like put my foot through the light. Just
And
to see what
when you
happens.
do it, it kind of wobbles around it, but stays connected to the floor.
Oh.
Eisen will follow suit and put his belt on as well.
I have to say, both of you were just amazing tonight. Jada was amazing. Hipley was amazing. Desus was there also. It really was an amazing performance.
Dang.
Desus
Ow.
was there.
Also.
So clear.
Well, thank you. I'll be sure to tell the others.
Desus was really funny too. I mean, I didn't know what to expect from a bear, but I guess that's what I should have expected. They roll a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, drunk bears. I think we all learned something tonight. Bears can get drunk.
Yes.
I definitely can.
That's. I guess they can get drunk if they start as a person and then turn into a bear, maybe.
But they still can, yeah.
Yeah.
Question. Jada.
And you don't see see them.
Oh, never
We
mind.
should
No,
go.
no, no.
I
I thought that my camera was out of focus, or maybe it was a smudge in my glasses. I really can't tell. I can't.
You're a little
You're
out of focus.
You're out of focus.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why.
Put your hand to the camera and then pull it
Yeah,
away.
high five the camera.
And now pull it away.
There we go.
And you're good.
All right, sorry, I don't know what happened.
It didn't know what to focus on, so it lost focus.
I must be moving around too.
Your camera is now drunk.
I was gonna say your camera's been drinking.
I think we should go find our friends, make sure their belts are on.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Sorry, Tiffany is tired. Oh, jeez. I didn't catch your name, young person.
Oh, I'm Belcy.
Velcy. Nice to meet you.
This is the cabin assistant, right?
Yes.
Is it Velcy or Belsey?
Belcy.
Bell. All right. All right. Well, let's head up and see where we can find them.
And
I follow.
Right. As you go up you go up the stairs and you see the door sort of from like wind or something. It's not closed, but it's not staying open either. And you get to the top and you see the three of them
The three amigos.
looking out at what is not what you had expected.
Whoa. It's all black and white.
I look at Eizen and my eyes go really big and I try to talk, but I'm a bear. I'm like, oh, magic. And I go over and hug him.
Oh, you missed. Oh, yeah. I'm sure if you ask nicely, he'll do it for you.
The magic trick, man. You didn't miss out. Jada, they won. They won hands down.
Yeah, Jada, you won.
What did I
Jada,
win?
did you?
I suppose the
The respect
favor
of
of the
crew.
crowd.
Respect to the crew.
Dragon
Accolades.
rights?
That is very useful to me. Thank you.
Did you? I don't know if I saw something. Did you smile back there?
Oh, I think I saw it too.
I am incapable of smiling.
Are you sure?
I'm
Insight check.
Yes, I'm sure.
Make an insight
The way
check.
you were like, I don't know, it made me think of Scooby Doo.
I will also insight.
I have to deceive now.
If you want to deceive, you have to deceive.
Well,
Yo,
the thing is that I don't know if they know that they're lying.
true. Well, I believe. Well, I know what I saw though, so I'm like, well, Hip was conflicted. Hipstar is conflicted. Would you?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't.
You seem to be enjoying yourself up there, and they're just impressed.
Yes, it is. It has been some time since I've done something like that. Yes, I missed it.
Is there a name to that you were doing? Like, is there?
There is, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
Out of character, you don't know, but in character, you tell us.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, big character. Oh, that's of course.
Yes.
Swirly fire rope thing.
I don't know what it is.
That's exactly what it's called.
I'm so sorry to the inventors of that form of dance. I know it exists out there, and I should have done research. I apologize. I highly respect it. It's very, very cool. But yes, I will tell you, and then I will say, typically it is not done with fire, although I suppose it can be if it is used purely for performances. I learned it to better enhance my fighting abilities.
Well,
Oh, it
that
was really cool.
really cool. Or should we say hot? But
Yeah.
no, seriously, that was cool, Jay. I know you said you can't smile, but maybe I just saw things, but I think I saw a smile, and that was cool too.
Enjoyed it.
So should we? It's a nice black and white night out tonight.
There is a sky with stars and everything. Everything looks like a negative.
Okay. It's a nice night out, so maybe would you guys gonna join me? I mean, the weather's nice. You can sleep out here. I mean, trust me, the weather's nice. It's not bad. Plus, we got these belts. I mean, you don't have to, but if you guys want to.
I will sit down.
I'll sit with you. I won't guarantee I'll stay here all night.
Okay.
I think Eizen will sit down as well, and then and like sit to where Desus can see, and he'll like kind of go back through the tricks and allow them to be the one to participate in it to the point where they think the coin or the ball, whatever I'm using, is, and just kind of redo the performance so that they could see it since they were.
I'm just full lying down, paw over paw, head on paws.
Eizen, can you make me an intelligence check, please?
Oh yeah, because I'm just so smart.
And as we're doing that, I'm pulling out a journal, like I'm pulling like a blank notebook, or maybe the one that Desus had. That Desus' notebook you gave me full, or no? Did it empty sheets in it? The one that you gave
There
me?
probably is like some random loose sheets and empty spots.
Okay.
I rolled an 8 plus 2, so 10.
Okay. All right.
Not stupid, but
Perfectly average.
yeah.
Not good enough to get what I was going to give you. So
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
Yep.
So you're sitting out there, and the crew is functioning like a normal crew. And as they walk around, that blue glow sort of follows and stays connected to the ship all the time. And you see one crew person walk off the side of the ship, and their feet stay stuck as they walk. But they don't look like they should be falling off the ship, and they're not. And they have down with them some kind of a tool, maybe for cleaning it. And they're like scrubbing that side of the ship, and they're actually whistling while they do it.
No, that's cool. I kind of want to do that.
Maybe we can with these belts. Here, come on, let's go try. Come on, Eizen. I'm gonna put away my journal for a second. Come on, let's go walk out there. I'm just gonna step off.
I just start playing like silly like diddlies on the crew just to like add some humor to the adventure.
And I'll follow you to step out there with you.
Did you know one time I got thrown off the boat and tried to kill I guess it'd be you in this case now, but tried to kill the veteran because it was in a cage and we almost drowned. It was good times.
Wait, so I like the idea that we're just like standing off the edge of this boat. Scott, are we able to stand off the edge of the boat first off?
And you
Are we
are
in the water?
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost
Are
like
we
the
not
gravity
lucky?
is like wherever the center of the boat is. So wherever you stand feels like, I mean, not that you know
Okay.
anything about gravity, but it's like that. It's like you can walk sideways.
I
on the
pretend to
outside,
fall as soon as I walk off. Can I try to pretend to fall?
and
It's like ground.
it's like you're jumping.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
No, we're just having this conversation standing on the edge of the boat. So wait, you were on a boat in a cage, but then you were in the water and you're trying to kill Vezrin from inside the cage.
So
Yes.
who is doing this? Who's doing the walking around out there?
I think we both
Well,
are.
Yeah, both of us were. I
Hipley,
was walking with him.
Eisen, Desus, did you say you were going to or not going to? I don't remember. You said
Nope,
not.
Verdesis is just lying on the
Okay.
deck, and now that Eisen walked away, she's using her little bear claw and just tapping on Jada's foot.
Okay,
Ding,
so
ding.
Eizen and Hipley, can you make me a perception check, please?
Yay!
Yes.
Ooh, 14 plus 11, 25.
Jesus.
Look, there's like 2 skills that I'm really, really good at: sleight of hands and perception.
16, no 25, but a 16.
Okay, both of you see as you're like walking around this little ship. This ship, not little. On the bottom of it, there is a glass dome, and inside of it there is Fej, the hobgoblin, the reddish person you'd seen before, watching and looking out with these weird, like, things he puts to his eyes. You've seen, they're binoculars, but you've seen, I don't remember what the ones are called that are one, like that. But looking all around, and they see you, and they point back. They point at you, like, get back up. I mean,
Yeah.
I point like you get back down, like you.
We should probably head back anyways. Our friends are waiting for us.
Yeah, I was gonna mess with him, but he saw us. Darn. We'll get him next time.
Which way are you going up? The same way you went up, or are you coming around the other side? Like, how do you want to do it?
Ooh, we're on the other side. It'll be adventurous.
Walk around, like, okay, 1 second, we're walking around. Walk around.
And there are people out under the ship with these things, and they're scrubbing things off, and you see what they're scrubbing looks like things stuck to the ship, like that look sort of like a snake or something, but their heads would suction onto the ship, and they scrape them off, and they go flying off the back of the ship, wiggling and stuff in the air, like. And when they fall off, they fall way back, but you see them they start wiggling and start like they're swimming in the air. They're not as fast as a ship though, so.
Does this remind me of what's that place that's all black and white? Oh my god, that her best friend died. What's that place called?
Oh, the Shadowfell?
Yeah, does this give me like Shadowfell vibes? Like that
It's not the
black
same.
and white.
It feels weird.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
Now that was more like mostly black and black. Black and gray, dark grays and stuff. This has a lot of contrast to it.
Like a nice black and white photo. Okay.
But a negative version.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Really creepy and weird. But not the same kind of creepy and weird.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, I've never seen a snake fish thing, but honestly, shouldn't be surprised, I guess. Look at you doing magic, though, huh? No, I can't do no tricks out there, entertaining the crowd like that. Mm-hmm.
Magic tricks, not magic. I'll leave that to you, and Desus, and Dwayne, and Jada. You guys are the magic ones.
Yeah, it's not all that's cracked up to be.
I learned to do a few tricks in the streets.
See, it's literally the more we actually know about you, because we didn't know that at first, but now you're just son of a merchant, and now, actually I did this on the street. Was this a part of the merchant family, or was that just like a side? This is a side gig.
Not really. Not really part of a merchant family. So, I mean, clearly. But that's neither here or there. But yeah, I learned that on the streets.
From on top of the ship, Cerridwen and Jada and Desus, you're seeing them like cleaning around the sides too, and you notice that they're scraping these little things off the sides. Desus, make me a nature check.
Okay. This one. Well, my dice are not being nice to me. 12.
Okay. Yeah. So you're continuing on the ship, and can I get perception checks from the 3 of you? From the 5 of you, sorry, all of you. Yeah, all of you.
Okay.
That's a no.
I rolled a nat 1, so that's a 12.
Jesus.
Wow.
22.
You rolled that one, he still beat me, and I got a
17.
7.
18. 18. I rolled low.
Drunk Desus got highest.
Let's
Yeah.
go, drunk Jesus.
Drunk Bear Desus.
I love that the drunk bear Desus is the most perceptive of us right at the moment.
I smell, I hear.
And as the ship is traversing the sea here, you see some of these snake-like things up ahead. And as the ship goes to pass, they kind of draw themselves towards it, and then their mouths go shoo, shoo, and stick to it. And most of them are pretty small, but every now and then you'll see one that's more like 5, 6, 7 feet long, even like pretty big.
Damn.
And then you see up ahead of you what looks like maybe a cloud. And then you hear a big bell from below the ship. Bong, bong, bong. And the crew on the decks, they turn and they look, and they go and put away the things they're using for cleaning, and you see them head down into the ship. You all should head down inside. You don't want to be up here for a cloud.
You gotta tell me twice.
Okay.
And
I look at Hipley.
Yeah,
I
like the whole
yeah,
this.
definitely. I will carry you. Jada, what the hell?
He looks like a body, like the way he was just like, as he sees that sight, just like, I'll be down. No, I might be down later. I mean, I'll be okay.
No, if the whole crew is going below, we need to go. There's probably something about that cloud that's dangerous.
I'll be close to the door, I promise. I won't do anything drastic. I just need to be outside.
If you don't go, then I don't go.
Okay, been outside then, so...
So if
Up
we all
by the
die,
door.
Yes, we'll be by the door.
I asked one of this crew, "What's up with the cloud? Why is it so dangerous?"
It's a cloud of dental eels.
Oh, what? I'm sorry, I think I might misheard. Maybe it's the wine.
I'm sorry. Are those the things that you fed them?
Yes, what you've seen stuck to the ship.
The same ones you had to remove?
Yeah, but some
the
get much
teeth
bigger
from?
than those. Some are real
The
much
teeth.
larger. Those are small
The
ones.
ones you had to remove
The teeth
from, that you said were toxic. Those things.
Oh yes, they have a poisonous bite or a toxic bite.
On second thought, Hipley, we should probably go down and not stand by the door.
I mean, don't worry, there'll be plenty to clean off after we get through the cloud.
That's not where my concern lies. But thank you. It's very reassuring.
You should have your weapons ready though, in case we get hit by a large one, because a large one might try and take the ship down, and we got to make sure that doesn't happen. So, you look like you're trained warriors, so be prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
And there are things hitting the ship and sticking. And as you're
follow-up
moving, yeah.
Follow-up question: where are we? The negative space around us, like what are we?
We're traveling to Torbay.
No, I know where
and he
we're
heads,
going.
opens the door and heads down.
Right, that's odd.
They're very communicative here.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, hopefully I can drag you down there. I can try to dominate your mind and then have you walk down there, or you can walk down there.
Or we can just tie you up and drag you down.
All of these sound unpleasant.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Or he could just, come with us so we know he's safe.
Did you perhaps wait on the other side of the door?
And a big one
possibly
hits
near
the
a
side
window.
of the ship, and it's like you feel the ship, and there's now one stuck to the side of the ship, and you can see its teeth on the outside are starting to try and dig into the side, and it's fairly near you. It's not on you or anything, but it's close.
Not the rut row.
Ruh-roh.
You can do what you want, but I'm staying out here. I'm sorry. And I'll Misty Step like as far away as I can with my last spell, and just I can't go down.
Make me a percentile roll, please.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna get stuck to the ground again with barefoot. Let's see, that's a D100.
Yeah.
That's an 84.
So after you go to cast, suddenly you become just ravenously hungry. Like just like you haven't eaten in days.
Magic sucks. I hate magic.
I cast Dominate Person on Hipley.
Cast what?
I cast Dominate Person on Hipley.
Can you make me a percentile roll?
Oh,
Dominate yourself.
How would they even work?
I know, right? Do as I say,
You get caught in that'd be a horrible like mind loop.
right? Just be like an
30,
echo in your head.
37.
37. Okay.
Oh no.
When the DM laughs.
Fear.
It's already,
One fear.
It's already too late.
Fireball.
It's already too
You
late.
cast fireball.
So something happens to Cerridwen that is odd. Her strength and charisma swap for the next 24 hours.
Yo, she's super
Strong
charismatic.
girl.
Okay.
Do her muscles all of a sudden just
Like
bulge?
they just balls.
like Hulk out? Like, oh.
Yes, exactly.
She could definitely carry you.
Like,
Hipley!
Like Grog.
I'm like, whoa, I could still work with this. And I just grab him.
yeah, Hipley will try to leave, see that, but like, yeah, yo.
What are we doing? Contested strength?
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna.
Is-
I guess.
I love Hulk Dwyn. I love Hulk Dwyn.
Would it be strength or dexterity? Because I'm just trying to slip away. Because they haven't touched me, so I'm trying to like, not even get like grappled. Scott, what would that be? Would it be dexterity? Because I'm just trying.
You're trying to avoid it? Yeah, you can make a deck save.
What'd you get?
A 22.
Jesus. Jesus.
And her charisma is now her strength.
Yep. And that's a 5. So I go and I slip
buddy.
because I'm barefoot. So I try to get away.
Yep, and I just hold him, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't lose another one. And then I take him downstairs.
And I thrash like a wild fish. Like you see, as soon as I go like in the room, like just a thrash, like full on thrash the whole time.
I would like to, talk in a very, I don't know if I can do soothing, but I'm gonna try to do my little monotone kind of thing, where I'm just kind of talking to him very gently. I will also, I'm going to, I don't know if I have. I will tear off a strip of cloth from my clothes, and I will say, Hipley, if you want, this might help. And I gesture to his eyes with it.
He's like thrashing wildly, so he's like out of it, like almost like a man possessed, just like just thrashing,
Yeah,
just trying to get free.
And from outside, you feel and hear these koom, 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 and the ship starts to shake some.
I'll tie the cloth around his eyes and just kind of like, I'll keep talking.
As Lurch Bear, I'm just going to be last on that door inside, so I'm blocking like that entire frame.
All right. And then there's a booming hit, like a, and this is where we'll break.
Boy.
Ooh. Time for a fight.
Fight. We might be down a man. Sorry, Hipley.
It's all good. You're what's
Good,
happened to
bro.
you.
I love that. I love that we got to be careful with magic.
Yeah, that's going to be fun
Oh,
for like
no.
majority casters.
Oh,
I'm great.
No. I'm fine.
It's like
We're
the
good.
desert.
This is yeah.
It's like the
Jada and
dragon
Eizen
egg.
are. Jada
Sucks to
and
be a
Jada and Eizen.
caster.
Jada is a caster, but they don't have to rely on casting.
We don't pay attention to that.
We can.
Is this like a we don't talk about Bruno kind of moment with casting?
We don't talk about Bruno.
No.
This is so weird for me because like if I was Vezran, I'd be like, oh man, I'm in deep trouble. But I'm like, sweet, I'm just the fighter. This is great.
Whatever.
Bring
It'll
it
feel
on.
different.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for the raids from Waffles Maple Syrup and Blue Collar DM. Thank you for joining us. I think we know where next week's going to start, and it's been a lot of fun. This was a really a weird episode and a fun episode. I love these episodes.
Completely planned, 100%.
There was the idea was planned, but the execution definitely not. I like
how it
when
goes.
it's not. Yep. We'll see you next week. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.